many kids do you have?
2, 3, 4, 3 now. I had 5.
Despite the barbarity, this heartless father's laugh over the murder of his children turns him into an inhumane clown, relishing every moment for an evil reason. Witnessing Henry's attitude drives the investigator toward one absolute goal, making sure he is held accountable for his viciousness toward his family.
You've been a cop for 18 years. I've seen a lot of shit. This is the worst.
The brutality spanned out on November 20th, 2010, when 27-year-old Brandy Peters and one of her 6-year-old twin daughters, Tamia Peters, was shot to death at 908 Saddle Creek Run in Tallahassee, Florida. Her other twin daughter, Tanaya Peters, and 3-year-old Javante Segura, who was also Henry's biological son, were submerged in the bathtub. On the night of the murders, Brandy's 32-year-old ex-boyfriend Henry was at her residence to spend time together. However, the morning after the murders, Henry contacted a friend and went to his place to play football and shoot a bow. Shortly after the murders, a neighbor requested the police for a welfare check at Brandy's residence, where they finally made the gruesome discovery. Some time after the murders, Henry left Florida and started living and working in Minnesota, where he was finally taken into custody about 10 months later. Finding DNA evidence indicating his incrimination, Henry was brought in for questioning. But little did the investigators know that a highly twisted case was right in front of them.
Do you have any idea why you're here?
Yeah, I found out, I'm guessing why, Brandy Peters. Yeah, the girl who braids my hair, she braided my son's hair. Her daughter is a godchild to a girl that lived right next door to Brandy. And I'm guessing Brandy's, no. The girl braiding my hair, her daughter is some girl that lives next door to Brandy, is her guard mom or something like that. So she said that Brandy's mom and them came over to their house and told them this morning. When I called her about getting my son's hair, she told me.
Okay, what'd she tell you?
That Brandy and the kids, someone killed them this morning.
That's true.
Second son, I don't know.
Second son you lost? What happened to your first son, if I may ask?
He just didn't wake up one morning, 11 months old.
They SIDS or?
He had breathing problems. He was born premature. He was home doing fine. He was on the breathing machines and all that stuff. And one morning he just didn't wake up.
Was that here in Tallahassee?
Yes, sir.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thanks.
And I'm sorry for what happened today. Do you have any idea who would want to hurt these people?
Girl Pint, the one who does my hair, she was saying somebody thought my son was with some other guy, and she said that the 2 girls, the kids, were killed. My son wasn't found in the house, and she said she think that he's with some guy who she's saying is his daddy, and something like that.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
I don't know for sure.
Is Dewan your son?
No.
No? Javante. Is he your son?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How old is Javante?
3.
Okay. Javante is in the house.
He was in the house. He in the house? Well, I mean, yeah, he was in the house, found in the house.
He's in the house.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to tell you, but he passed away.
Yeah, she told me that they found the girls and the boy wasn't in the house. They think that he's with his dad or some guy she's claiming was his dad or something. So when the girl Pint, who's doing my son's hair, then when I went back over there, she said, no, they did find him in the house. So I don't know what else she said.
Over there? Do you know Pint's real name? Do you know, how do I get a hold of her?
Well, she's the one who, she's my son's, she's braiding my son's hair. Her daughter is, I don't know, her daughter is the girl who knows Brandy, godmother. and she knows. I don't know. I guess Brandy's mom must have went over there this morning and told them the news, so she called Pint and told her.
And you just happened to be there today? And
no, I called Pint to make an appointment to get my son's hair done.
And she show up.
And she told me. She told me on the phone, but she said that my son wasn't found there. He wasn't there. But when I got there, she said he was in the house.
And Javante is your child?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There was some paternity issues, but legally he is my son. Yeah. He had my name.
Okay. Tell me about these paternity issues that you have going on.
Well, like the girl Pint was saying, she think that he was with that other guy.
Do you know the other guy's name?
Kalo, that's all I know.
Okay.
That's all I know. Brandy used to tell me that was that he was Javante was his son.
Mm-hmm.
Then she would come back and tell me that no, he's not. So it's like a little mind game back and forth. So I put myself on child support. Then I went to get a paternity thing done, but they said I couldn't get one because I had to pay $400, something like that, to get a paternity test done. I just didn't have the money to do it, so they just moved everything forward without me getting a paternity test. So I just kind of wasn't worried about it.
Okay, so are you currently paying child support, or are you on it?
I'm on child support. I haven't paid it.
You haven't paid it?
No.
And any reason why?
Just I haven't had the money to pay.
Okay, because you're out of a job?
No, just bills backed up. I just haven't had the money to put towards it.
Okay.
I got another kid in Orlando I pay child support too. I haven't paid it in a while. Just backed up on it.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
2, 3, 4, 3 now. I had 5.
All right, and it's different women?
My 2 sons with my wife, and I had Javante with her, and I got a little girl in Orlando.
Okay.
The way Henry acts all cheerful while talking about his dead children makes his heartless nature seem painfully clear. When the police discovered Brandy and her children's bodies, Henry was nowhere to be found. As seen from the footage, there was blood all over the residence. Moreover, forensic evidence also proves that Brandy also fought hard for her life right before getting shot multiple times. Furthermore, upon closer inspection, the detectives found the phone cords torn away from the wall. This is a telltale sign that the killer didn't want anyone to reach out to Brandy. In the coming moments, the detective is about to ask something that would help sink Henry into his guilt further: child support.
Caught me on the phone bill one day. Seeing my phone bill, seeing I was calling this number a lot. When did that happen?
Okay.
I don't know what else.
So she confronts you with a phone bill and says, "Hey, who's this? What's this all about?"
See me talking on the phone 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for an hour or 2 hours. This number has got to be somebody important.
So did you ever make the phone call, like call the number?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they used to call each other all the time.
Oh really? Malika and Brandy?
It was like before Javante was born.
Friends?
Oh,
Or no?
no.
But they were squabbling.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just would tell her, stop messing with me and yada yada yada. But
Okay.
whenever I left to go to Colorado about 2 years ago, I think. No, it was about 3 years ago. It was right when Javante was 6 months when I got back. Yeah. I don't know. It was somewhere around up when Javante was 6 months. I think it was when I left, he was 6 months. I went to Colorado, and that's when me and Brandy stopped talking.
Why'd you guys stop talking?
She texted my wife, called her something fat, something. And I asked her why she did that, talking about because it was funny. I said, I'm tired of you being disrespectful to my wife. I said, I don't think me and you mess around,
Was it the last time you had contact with her?
Well, that's the last time, yeah, until I got back to Tallahassee.
Okay.
And I talked to her. I was at her house Wednesday.
This past Wednesday?
What's the day?
Today's
Friday.
Saturday.
Saturday? I think I was at her house Wednesday. Because it was right when she picked Javante up. It was around 1:30ish. I got there. And I left. She had to go pick the twins up at 2:50. So I left. It was right before that. That was Wednesday.
May I ask what you're doing there? What was going on?
Just seeing it Wednesday.
Okay.
Staying around. Me and her don't have no relationship no more than like that. I was just there seeing it.
Okay. How much do you have to pay a month in child support, if I may ask?
I think it's $800 or $7.
To Brandy? Mm-hmm.
The paperwork is the what you call it? I guess the paperwork, just everything just got granted to start the child support.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like $800 a month.
And when did the judge tell you had to start paying?
I didn't have to go to court. They just put it in.
Right. So is it like they automatically take it out of your check, or you actually have to write a check?
I think I have to write it. I have to write a check.
Okay.
They don't take it out of my check.
Okay. Right. But you've fallen on tough times, so you can't make it.
Yes.
Okay.
I started working. I went to work on the 6th of December. It's a short job. But after that, my boss was telling me that we got a bunch of work. January, February, March, we were pretty booked. So I figured I was to catch up on everything then. But the main thing was my mortgage. Trying to get it straight. It was working on that.
Are you behind on your mortgage?
Yeah.
So between paying all that child support, all over the place behind your mortgage, and money's pretty tight with you, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of tight. Not too tight, but it's kind of tight. I'm not used to having as much as normal because the economy is so messed up. The work is nothing like it usually is.
Right.
Your wife ever confront Brandy in person?
Nah, I never met her in person.
They've never seen each other?
She's seen her. Brandy's seen her. My wife, I don't think she knows what Brandy look like.
Right.
Brandy knows what she look like.
Oh,
Okay. So you described Brandy as being spunky.
Yeah.
When you were there this past couple of days ago with Javante, was there any kind of confrontations, any problems?
No, she was cool.
She's cool. Like, what was Brandy doing while you were playing with your son?
Taking some food out to cook for later on in the afternoon. She sat on the sofa, on that big sofa. Me and Javante was on the love seat.
Okay.
Just playing, flipping them around.
Did you try to work something out with Brandy where you didn't have to go onto child support?
No, like I said, I put myself on child support.
So she never filed the paperwork for it? You did it?
I did it myself.
Why would you do that?
So I don't have to pay child support. Let her know that it's over between me and you, and we ain't got to sleep together no more. I'm gonna pay child support, and that's it.
Okay. Before this past Wednesday, when was the last time you were at her house?
That was it.
How often would you visit?
How often?
Like on 7 days, we get 7 days in a week. How many days out of the week would you visit?
Well, that was my first time going there in a while. I was working at Crystal River at one time. That was about a year ago. I used to go back every day because her brother was staying with her. I think his name's Spud.
Her brother, Brandy's brother was staying with her?
He was. I don't think he's staying with her now.
Okay.
But it was when he was staying with her. I used to go over there all the time.
How long ago was that?
And I said it might have been a year.
Okay.
Probably about a year ago.
So, between today and let's go back a year from today, today's November the 19th, how often would you visit on a weekly basis?
Not often.
Not often at all. Count on your fingers, 10 fingers, or more than 10 fingers, or less than?
I guess maybe 15 times. Not as much as I should have, I'll say.
But Brandy never said you gotta pay up, you did it yourself.
Yeah. Well, she used to tell me, when you gonna start paying.
Okay, so she was expecting something out of you.
Yeah, she was expecting it. Like I told her, I said,
Okay.
hard time, I'm gonna get straight when I start back working.
Okay.
She was understanding with it. She knows like I said, she's pretty cool down there.
When you were working, how may I ask how much you were paying her?
I ain't paid her nothing in the last year, for sure. And better.
Okay.
Like when Javante was younger, I used to buy him clothes and give him money like that. But then when I put myself on child support, I don't know when it was. You can probably look up and see when I put myself on child support, but I haven't paid her no child support since then.
Henry owed Brandy $20,000 in child support. However, as evident from his confessions, he definitely did not pay any of it. Forensic analysis showed that Brandy tried to get out of the house when she was attacked, yet she was immediately brought back inside. The motive of avoiding $20,000 child support seems enough of a reason to create such an altercation. And as if these hints weren't enough, Henry is about to reveal something that is far more disturbing than his fake smile.
That injury right there, is that the reason why you couldn't pay for child support or something like that? No?
Well, it put me out of work for a while, but...
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I was just being damn lazy, pretty much. I could have been paying something, you know. I couldn't have paid the whole thing, but I could have been paying something.
Okay. All right. But my question pretty much was, is, I guess because of that injury, you couldn't pay for your mortgage and all this other stuff. Is that what's going on with all that?
Yes, sir.
So where did that happen at? That wasn't here in Tallahassee.
I was in Mississippi.
In Mississippi. Did they catch the guy?
I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything from him.
Okay. Well, wow.
I stopped to ask for some directions.
And you got shot in the stomach.
Yeah, he pulled me out of the truck. I was in that truck. Pulled me out of the truck. Took all my clothes off.
And shot you in the stomach.
Well, he asked for my keys for the truck. I said, I ain't getting keys for the truck. I don't know where I'm at. I'm out of town. He got all my money. It was in my pockets. Cause my wallet, I kept it in the center thing. So I don't like sit on it. I gave him all my money. He had my clothes. And he said, you gonna give me the keys? Yada, yada. So I threw the keys off to the side, and when he looked at it, I jumped at him and hit him. And when I jumped at him, he ran. And when he ran, I started cursing him out. This and that, yada, yada, yada. When I catch you, this and that. And he turned and he didn't even look, he just started shooting and running. And I jumped around the front bumper of my truck. I noticed I got hit.
Got caught.
The doctor said God got to be watching over me. So it was a 45.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't mess anything up. He's expecting my intestines to be all tore up, so that's why they cut me from here to here. They found a bullet down here somewhere.
They removed the bullet?
Yes, sir.
Do you know where in Mississippi you were shot?
Yeah, Long Beach.
I'm assuming there's a Long Beach Police Department in Mississippi.
Yeah.
How does your wife feel about you having all these children? If I may ask a personal question.
Yeah, she don't like it, but you know, like I tell her, it's already here. Baby's here. It's not their fault. It's my fault. I slept with another woman and got her pregnant, so we can't be mad at my kids. So she accepts them.
She accepts them?
Yeah.
Right. Christmas presents, all that stuff. Was she in the hospital when the children were born, all that stuff? Or no? Okay, so
she don't accept them that much.
Okay. Okay. All right. Like I said, I mean, I don't know. You said she accepts them. I mean, you know.
She ain't accept them that much.
Okay. All right, but she realizes that
Right.
there are other children out there.
Like I said, I used to say I can afford to pay for them, you know. I want to have more kids. I want some more girls. I work hard for a living. I want something to show for it. I want somebody to want to.
May I ask, what does a welder make? Like,
It depends on what company you're working with. Right now, I make $24 an hour.
Okay.
And we work 12 hours a day. Well, lately we've been working 10 hours a day, but normally we'll work 12 hours a day. And everything after 8 be time and a half. And they pay you travel there, travel back. They give you per diem $100 a day. This company here, $100 a day. The last company I worked with was on $50 a day and 21 an hour. So it depends on who you work with. I work with one company making 28 an hour, 100 a day.
Average yearly, what would you make?
60, 55, 60, something like that.
About this year?
This year, I don't really know now. This year, I work with AMAC. I don't remember who all I worked with. I worked with AMAC, I worked with Onsite, I worked with Zachary. 30, probably made about 40 grand, maybe better.
It's not a whole lot of money between mortgages, 5 kids and all that stuff, 4 kids and all that. That's
my wife made
pretty tight.
Decent.
Tell me about Brandy's lifestyle.
I don't know, I ain't never really been in it lately. I don't know what else she was up to, what kind of people
She
she was
texts you
dealing
all
with.
the time, so...
Yeah, she'd send me forwards. With them crazy text messages. Could a man have a midget in the sink? Stuff like that.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know what kind of people she's been dealing with lately. I really don't know who she's been talking to, so I don't know.
You were over there on Wednesday. Did you share anything about like what's going on with her? Any problems she's having or anything like that?
She ain't offered nothing, had an accident.
So she didn't really talk to you about anything? Okay.
She's asking me what else to get Devontae for Christmas, but I don't think she really said towards me.
Was she on the phone or anything while you were there?
I think she was.
By talking about the attack, Henry unknowingly makes another revelation. He fled to Mississippi sometime after the murders. This is where he got shot in the stomach during the altercation. Up until his arrest on September 3rd or 4th, 2021, he was hiding at this exact location, perhaps to avoid getting caught. During the discovery of the murders, Henry told one of the detectives that he left the scene to work on his marriage with his wife Malika, right after having a romantic encounter with Brandy. It took 3 days for the investigators to complete the autopsy because of the significant amount of DNA found on the crime scene. Seeing Henry deny everything, the detective is about to get a bit more direct in the hopes of getting a confession.
I got temper sometimes.
You do have temper? Ever take it out on him before?
My wife getting arguments every now and then, but haven't had one in a while.
Ever hit her before?
No, I didn't hit her. I grabbed her and I think I pushed her one time, and
What set you off?
I don't even remember what we was arguing about. The police came out there. It was a big damn hoorah.
Say again?
It was a big hoorah. Police come out. It really wasn't nothing. We just had a little altercation.
How many times the cops been out to your house?
Once.
Just once.
Yeah. Been there 4 years.
Okay. What about with Brandy? How many times the cops been out to your house?
The time I broke the window, the cops came over there.
Any other time? What about with any other incidents, whatever?
I got some battery charges on my record.
Local or
Some local stuff.
what about throughout the United States? Any other issues? So pretty much all of your when you blow up, I have a temper problems locally here.
I guess you put it that way.
No, it's fine. I don't know what you do. I'm riding in the truck with you. So you have no idea who would want to hurt Brandy. And you were there a couple of days ago, and she hasn't expressed that she was in any form of danger whatsoever. I have no idea why someone would kill her and her children. This is a real tragedy, and the communities have a lot of questions and a lot of concern about what's going on with this case. Yeah, the pressure has been turned up.
Yeah, she stays in a pretty nice neighborhood, it seems like.
Do you have any idea why someone would want to do that?
What's up?
Yeah, I understand it's one thing, you're pissed off at somebody for something, but children.
According to the investigators and Brandy's relatives, Henry likes to play around with women, with a history of using burner phones to hide his activities. However, the inconsistencies arise in the evidence. Forensic evidence links Angel Avila Quinones, a known drug trafficker, to Brandy's bedroom, though his 2009 deportation raises questions. Vice Lord's gang member James Carlos Santos claims prison-ordered killings pointing to cartel ties. Yet, his schizophrenia and history of false confessions make him unreliable. In addition, Henry's DNA on the bathtub grab bar points to his guilt, though his defense claims it's from an earlier visit. Besides, 5 sets of shoe prints contradict the lone killer narrative. Despite strong circumstantial evidence, Henry's precise role isn't definitive. All this brings us to one question. Was there actually more than one killer in this massacre? Henry's first trial took place in 2017, when the prosecutors claimed him to be the only perpetrator behind the quadruple homicides. However, there was a chance for a Mexican drug cartel to have committed these murders. All this inconclusiveness led to a hung jury, which further contributed to a mistrial. But on November 19, 2019, Henry was tried again, and following his retrial, he received 4 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole on December 3, 2019 in Tallahassee, Florida.
There's a dead body in the trunk of that car. A dead juvenile body.
What? In my car? This boy.
You know whose little boy it is.
This is Julissa Angelica Jenrick Thaler, a narcissistic mother who is soon about to be the center of a crime of sheer brutality. On May 20th, 2022, a routine traffic stop turned dreadful for officers when they discovered Julissa's own son, Eli Hart's headless, blood-soaked body wrapped in a blanket. But what made the plot even more chilling was the fact that she had regained custody of Eli just 10 days before this horrible incident. With each spine-chilling revelation, the story steps closer to exposing the haunting motive that claimed an innocent 6-year-old's life.
He's treating me like a criminal. So why can't I go home?
On May 20th, 2022, officers pulled over a woman driving recklessly with a broken rear window and one missing tire. What began as a routine traffic stop spiraled into a nightmare.
Just your thoughts on one thing. We have not checked the trunk, and I have this terrible feeling about the trunk, and I've had it the whole time. Whoa. Whoa.
That might be the deer meat that she took out of the car and put in the trunk.
What is this? Is it an ant? It looks like a kid's leg. Alright, let's cover it. Yep.
After finding the devastated body of an unknown child, officers raced to locate Julissa, who had left the scene minutes earlier. By the time they arrived at her apartment, it was too late. Officers missed her by minutes, but the building's CCTV showed her leaving with a man, and soon after, officers tracked them down near a complex and detained both of them. Meanwhile, other officers went to the gas station Julissa had mentioned. A witness there directed them to one of the most crucial pieces of evidence in the case. Inside the dumpsters, they found a blood-soaked, torn booster seat. In a trash bag, they discovered a backpack, some books, a bone, and some brain tissue. But what they found inside the backpack changed everything. Inside the backpack, an ID card revealed the victim as 6-year-old Eli Hart, with his mother listed as Julissa Thaler. As the investigation deepened, officers learned that Eli had been living with his single mother, Julissa, who had just won Eli's full custody from her ex-husband, Torrey Hart, just 10 days before the killing. These alarming details set the stage for an intense interrogation, revealing far darker secrets than anyone could have anticipated.
If you could answer my question, that would be really awesome. What am I being arrested for?
So right now, just like I had said before, right now you're being held and arrested for suspicion of being involved in a homicide.
And what homicide would that be? That's ridiculous.
Well, that's what I think we have to talk about a few things here.
Sure. Could you tell me what you think I did and who is this person? And if you could answer those 2 questions, that would be awesome.
Okay. Well, I think we can get around to that.
No, I want those questions answered before we go forward.
Well, where I kind of want to start is I kind of want to start at where we had contact with you this morning when you first met me.
Yeah, that was when you guys arrested me.
Yeah, what happened with that?
You didn't answer my question.
What's that?
Who are you guys accusing me of this of? I'm 28 years old. Who are you guys accusing me of participating in?
So right now, the investigation that we're conducting involves the vehicle that you were stopped in this morning.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that silver Impala, after we had contact with you before we let you go back to your apartment at Interlochen there, we opened the trunk to that vehicle.
Okay.
What do you think was found in the trunk of that vehicle?
I'm not sure what was in there.
I think you know.
I don't. Well, can you tell me what it was? And like maybe I'll know why I'm here.
There's a dead body in the trunk of that car. A dead juvenile body.
Really? Well, who was it?
That's what I can't answer right now. That's why I'm here talking to you right now.
The reason why we don't know who it was is because the head was missing.
What? In my car?
When I talked to you earlier, you had told me that you had that car and you were doing Instacart from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. And then you went to the Alcoholics Anonymous location off of 3 Points Boulevard. And then about 20 minutes after that, you were stopped by us.
All I have to say is I'm done covering for my ex. I have multiple orders of protections against him. He's threatened to kill me and people I care about multiple times, and I'm done covering for him. Can I have a lawyer?
You want to speak to a lawyer?
Yeah. So, hold on, there's a body in the trunk.
Right in that trunk. A young, probably maybe 5 to 8 year old juvenile child.
Oh my gosh. Today I was assaulted by somebody. They broke I have a really long history with my ex. He's in like the meth community.
So I just have to stop you, okay? Because a minute ago you stated you wanted to talk to an attorney.
Didn't tell you about it.
A minute ago you stated you wanted to speak with an attorney. I can't answer any questions after that. I mean, are you stating that you still want to speak with us? I mean.
Yeah, I guess I'm just telling you a few things after the fact. If I tell you this stuff.
Having the rights in mind that I had read to you, that you stated that you understood, right? Your Miranda warning rights. Do you need me to reread those to you or anything?
No.
Okay, you understand each of them?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you still want to speak with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I have to be able to do? Is there anything I can do to maybe be let out? Like if I can give you like a name of somebody who it could have been? Then would you maybe be able to like let me out?
Any innocent person confronted with such a gruesome reality would be devastated, but Julissa appears completely unbothered. As soon as Julissa senses she is in a tight spot, her narrative changes. She shifts all the blame onto her ex-husband, framing herself as a victim. A strategic move to gain the detective's sympathy. Instead of showing any concern for the child, Julissa desperately seeks to return home, illustrating her disregard for an innocent life lost. Despite asking for a lawyer, she ends up continuing to share more details. However, this tense cat-and-mouse race has merely begun, a game of manipulation that will leave detectives frustrated to the very end.
So here's my question. You were told that there's a young juvenile body found in the trunk of the car that you were driving, right? All right.
Scary.
How did that body get there?
I'm not sure.
Because you were driving that car from 10 p.m., right?
I was driving the car.
So let's break it down. Because I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I'm coming from the outside, right? My whole job is to just paint a picture. That's all I do, right? Anytime you have contact with the police, all we do is we listen to one side of a story, and then we listen to another side of a story, and we try to paint that picture so that the two sides kind of come together, right? So that's my only job here today, is to just paint the picture of how this young, innocent child was found in the trunk of your Impala.
Do you know whose kid it is?
I think you heard Officer Shaner.
What?
We have to forensically identify the body because the face is gone. It's missing its face. This little boy.
Little t-shirt on, little pair of shorts, just missing a face. So like I said, my job is
if I can give you the name of somebody who I think it was, and I don't know. So my ex is a meth dealer, and he's involved in a lot of that stuff. So when he takes my car, when he does all that, then I don't really get involved. That's not my business. But today he got really mad at me. I just kind of wanted to go home and.
What was your ex?
What's something like if I can give you information, will you let me go?
well, I'm willing to listen to any information if it helps me paint this picture. I can't make a promise or a claim to anybody about, you being here or you being released. I can't make that promise. What I can do is I can attempt to paint this picture so we can figure out who this little boy is. And why he's in the trunk of your Impala.
I don't really want to do that. You guys are going to keep me in here.
I'm just saying, I'm like, this little boy is, your parents are probably looking for him. I mean, if this isn't something that you're involved in, we need to figure it out. I need to figure out who this little boy is. I mean, he's got school to go to. I don't know if he's got a little sister who's worried about him or a family dog that's looking for him right now. I mean, that's somebody's little boy. Do you have any kids?
I have a son.
You have a son? How old is your son?
6.
6 years old?
Yeah.
What's your son's name?
Eli?
Does Eli live with you?
He does, but he was with my boyfriend.
Where was Eli today? Because, I mean, we were at your apartment earlier.
He's just my boyfriend.
Who's your boyfriend?
Rob.
Does Rob take Eli quite a bit?
Well, my baby daddy kind of takes him sometimes and kind of gets really mad at him.
Baby daddy's that the ex you were mentioning about?
Well, yeah.
That's the ex that you have the restraining order against, you said?
Yeah. Well, either he tries to get custody, otherwise he just kind of freaks out and takes. Hold on a minute. Can you tell me what I can do to go home?
You need to help me paint this picture of how this 5, 6, 7-year-old boy was found dead in the trunk of the car that you were driving. Like, I'm investigating a homicide, and I need to paint the picture. Like, I can't let somebody go if they're in a car with, a dead body in the car.
When my ex gets involved and he starts doing things to threaten me, then it's none of my responsibility. I'm a good person.
Is that something that happened today?
My ex gets really angry.
Is there any chance that the body in your car is Eli?
I highly doubt that.
Okay. Well, can I make sure? Like, is there somebody I can call that can confirm that that's not Eli that we pulled out of the trunk of your car?
Well, you guys have my phone.
Your phone was it in the car?
There's no way. Yeah, my phone is in the car. Can I just go home and check on my baby and check on my house and everything?
Well, I thought you said Eli was with Rob.
Yeah, I need to go home. I need to find my phone. You guys took my car that had my phone. It had my money.
Right now, I know that there's nobody at your house. I know that.
Would I be able to go home? Can you release me?
I need to paint this picture.
Okay, so maybe you can ask me questions, but I don't want to be under arrest. I didn't do anything.
Well, the questions I'm asking are we're trying to figure out. So let's start asking some questions then.
Okay, actually, can I have a lawyer then if you're not going to let me go home?
You want to speak to a lawyer tonight?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, at this time, we're going to end the statement at $18.25.
I'll make sure that that's clear to go back.
Sounds good.
Although detectives are aware of the child's identity, they try to elicit as much information as possible from Julissa, who is desperately trying to conceal her gruesome actions. To divert suspicion from herself, Julissa consistently blames her ex-husband. However, detectives aren't unprepared. The sickening details they have uncovered about her dark past would ultimately contradict each of her claims. Detectives learned that before obtaining Eli's custody, he was put in foster care due to Julissa's mental health issues, past criminal history, and substance abuse, leading Tori to gain Eli's full custody. To add on to this, it was her substance use that contributed to Eli developing Townes-Brock syndrome, resulting in hearing loss. Despite Tori's concern that Julissa posed a risk to Eli, the court ultimately determined that she was capable of regaining Eli's custody, a seemingly utterly illogical decision that tragically cost Eli his life. Julissa continues to deflect the blame onto others, including her boyfriend Rob. However, in another room, he has a different narrative to share, one that will tighten the circle and leave fewer places for Julissa to hide.
I'm not that dead. So what do you think?
I think he killed him.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. But I know it wasn't me. I was sleeping all night. I put everything in love. I slept all night.
You just said you think she killed him.
I don't know why. I don't know what for. What was the motive? What's this? What's that? What's it gonna cause? What's it gonna clue? What? I don't know. Can't think it in my head. Unless there was insurance policy money, I guarantee there was.
You guarantee there was?
There could have been, yeah. I didn't think that.
In an instant, Rob accuses Julissa of Eli's death, pointing all fingers back to her. Yet this is merely a glimpse of a far more disturbing truth, one that will gradually come to light with each of Rob's revelations. So far, detectives have provided Julissa with every right she has asked for, yet true to her nature, she can't resist putting on her theatrics. In just a mere moment, her entire account is about to flip, unfolding a portrayal of victimhood, unlike anything detectives have ever witnessed. In the interrogation room, Julissa's narrative completely changes. However, no matter how hard she attempts to manipulate the detectives, they are convinced of her involvement. They have already gathered damning evidence that would tear apart her web of lies. During the investigation, detectives uncovered CCTV footage that showed Eli and Julissa leaving their apartment at 11:30 p.m., contradicting the timeline she provided. With all the mounting evidence, detectives are certain that the attack narrative is merely Julissa's fabricated tale to mislead them from a far darker reality. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Julissa, detectives continue to question Rob, believing he too is also involved in this heinous crime. However, his account would undoubtedly give the case a troubling twist.
No, it wasn't me. I was sleeping all night that night. It's fine when I went to bed. Didn't make sense. Doesn't make sense in my head right now. What I'm thinking. I went to bed, she was arguing with him, and then that's about it. She killed him. I know she did.
How do you know it?
I just know she did. I know for a fact she did.
How?
I know for a fact she did.
How?
Because I just do.
Because what?
I just do. I just know.
You can't, that's not
She's the only person that had it done. The only person.
You can't say I know for a fact.
She's the only one that had access to that gun, not me. I didn't know where it was. She put it away in storage or something, she said she did. And she pulled it out the same night that he dies. That's pretty f***ed up. Don't you think so?
When you guys would get done shooting, she would put the gun away somewhere that you didn't know?
Yeah.
It wouldn't stay in the car?
No.
It would come into the apartment?
Yeah.
And then she'd put it somewhere in the apartment?
I don't know where.
No. She's kind of pointing the fingers at other people. How can you help yourself? How can you help yourself? How can you prove?
I see my phone, I can do something.
How can you prove that when she says, we planned this, he knows all about it?
I don't know what you're talking about. What if plan what?
How can you help yourself get out of that?
Rob, when we, in anything that
I'm confused, man. I don't get this shit.
In anything that we deal with, when somebody tells us one thing, what do? We investigate it.
What plan? What are you talking about?
Rob clings to his narrative of no involvement, but his statement likely provides detectives with the hidden motive, ultimately leaving no room for Julissa's manipulation. Throughout, Julissa's demeanor indicates no signs of remorse. Despite appearing carefree and believing she is smarter than the detectives, at her core, Julissa knows exactly where she stands. Detectives have listened to her account so far, but now they have had enough of her lies. For the last time, they corner her with the disturbing evidence, hoping she might crack. However, Julissa's reaction would be beyond shocking, exposing her monstrous and narcissistic persona that would be impossible to ignore.
So let me tell you just a little bit as to what we've done today, and maybe it'll help answer a few more questions in relation to this. First off, I think we should cover your assault a little bit more. If there's
I held a gun to my head.
There's a gun now?
Okay. Now.
We hadn't mentioned the gun before. You said that there was a knife involved. You said
You think
there
I'm
was a
just
knife
gonna
involved.
go there? I would have ran.
What I'm struggling with right now is I'm struggling to figure out how that connects to today, and how this morning I had a conversation with Julissa on the street after a simple traffic stop, and how we got to here right
you
now.
guys should have known, right? You guys stopped me on the side of the street. I'm babbling, all scared, like I had just been. You guys didn't even notice, and you asked me why my window's broken, and there's a rim missing off my tire, and you guys didn't even bother to ask me if I was okay.
We did. That's the first thing that Officer Weebush asked you. He asked you if everything was okay right now. He talked to you for 4 or 5 minutes.
I think a good officer would be able to look at somebody in the eye and tell, like, are they really okay or are they just telling you they're okay?
Well, the picture I really want to paint is after this happened. The picture I want to paint is to figure out how that little boy, wearing a little pair of shorts and a little shirt, little shoes, is deceased without a head in the trunk of your car. That's really what I just think that.
They're gonna need a lawyer.
When or how though? I mean, we're at 10 o'clock. You stopped. The assault happened. That's when the occurred, and the gun was pulled to your head. And I haven't heard one little thing about a little boy in any of this. So I mean, here's the thing. I think there's a lot of things that have happened today. A lot of information has been unveiled and discovered today.
To prove to you that I'm innocent, I need the person's names who was there today, but I can't. All I can tell you is that they're in the meth community. I can give you a description of them. I can tell you that they had weapons, and I can tell you
innocent of what, though? Innocent of what?
Innocent? What do you mean innocent of what? You guys are having me under arrest right now for something that I'm innocent of. What is that?
This is some notes that I have.
The picture on the back.
The picture on the back? That's a picture of you this morning when I had contact with you.
Yeah, it's just been right to you. You guys didn't even notice.
Okay.
So we spent all day gathering evidence, both video, surveillance from every business in the area.
Maybe there's fingerprints on the car.
We spent the whole day with forensics. We've analyzed things. There's things that we know, like you're at the Shell gas station. We know that. We know what you did there. We know that because we have video. We know that because evidence was collected. We know things, all right? We have a really good idea of who that little boy is in the trunk, and you do too. We know things. And we wanted to come in here and at least give you the opportunity to be honest, to help yourself, and you couldn't do it.
I just tried to be honest with you guys. I told you exactly who it was and why I done coverage for them.
We wanted to give you this opportunity. None of us wanted to, but we did. We wanted to give you this opportunity. We know. What? We know.
We know exactly.
You know what?
You know.
We know.
Then arrest them. I'm done dealing with them.
We did make an arrest today. Guess who it is?
Me.
You.
Which is the wrong arrest.
So this is your time.
It's this person with blood and tissue matter, and more blood and more tissue matter, and mud and water.
What do you mean blood and tissue matter?
So this is your time to talk.
What does that mean, blood and tissue matter?
I think you have an idea what it means. This is your opportunity to be honest with us.
I was just honest with you, and you're not listening to anything I'm saying. I just gave you the information of these people who are harassing me.
A generic person in the meth community, that's what I'm supposed to go on? I'm supposed to help this little dead child, this dead child in a trunk?
Your son.
The reason Gregory's calling right now? What am I supposed to tell Gregory?
Tell him that there are still people in the street who are doing bad things, and I'm not
everything about this.
accountable for somebody else's actions.
Julissa, you were pulled over by the police driving your vehicle.
Exactly, I had just been raced and you guys didn't even notice. My windshield was broken.
That has body parts, skull, brains of your son in the back seat. The back window shot out, and your son is dead in the trunk.
How do you know?
You tell me what that looks like.
In another dumpster, there's pieces of it. A backpack with his name on it.
So cut the crap.
With surveillance video. Multiple witnesses that see you.
What witnesses?
Pages of witnesses that called today.
Pages.
Once this broke the news, pages. You stand out.
I stand out?
The battery on my phone is almost dead from as many phone calls as I've talked to and made to today.
Okay, well...
Your story about you going to Minneapolis, we know that's not true because we have you on video.
I have multiple...
We have you on video.
Okay, I don't appreciate you guys.
11:23 p.m.
I really need a lawyer because I'm not the person who did this.
Okay.
Do you believe me? Can you arrest the people who did this? I need a lawyer right now.
We already did.
I need a lawyer.
I'll go see if that room is clear and we'll check back there, so. Yep.
Whoa. Okay, sit back down.
1 second here.
Sit back down. I'm not done talking.
Well, which is it? Do you want a lawyer or do you want to talk?
I want to talk, but sit down. You just yelled at me after you just heard that I had been.
Are we just going to bully each other, or are we actually going to tell the truth?
I'm not. I've just been. And you're sitting here screaming at me.
Because we know things.
Sit down.
We know things, and when you tell stories that we know and can prove are not true, we get kind of like, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Okay.
So
I know Julissa wasn't in Minneapolis at 10 p.m. or midnight.
We can just, I don't know what
I was.
So we can keep doing this, or we can start talking some truths.
Well, I think it was like I left my house at about 10. I was in Minneapolis at about 10. So are you guys gonna get me a kid or what?
Did you tell us another film?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you just said now was not true. So
Did you just say it's not true that I have been?
Your timeline isn't accurate or true. So it can be done.
You don't want to provide
What do you
truths
do
to
when
us.
people you're talking to don't believe you? You guys don't believe I have been. I'm not lying, and I'll prove it. Ask me to call Tori so that I could prove.
So what happened to your son?
They took him.
They took him where?
I was assuming when they wanted to take him, they were getting to take him to one of their methods, like the cook-casters, and take him to Tori's house.
And they did that?
Yeah.
And then what?
And they had us held a gun to my head. They raped him.
And what happened to your son?
When they took him.
And you have no idea where he's at now?
No.
You haven't seen him since?
No.
Okay.
I found out after what they did.
So what did they do?
They're just really bad people. They hurt people.
What did they do?
Lawyer.
Did you say you want a lawyer? Okay. I respect that. I'm not sure why somebody who...
Because I've been stung so many times.
That's why you want a lawyer? Not because you're a suspect, but because you're afraid of...
Oh, no, I want a lawyer because I'm a suspect.
And we don't know where her son is right now. We have no idea where her son is.
Well, we do.
Yeah, we do. But she doesn't. But she wants the lawyer.
That's her story. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
You're treating me like a criminal.
Despite understanding the gravity of the situation, Julissa does not flinch for a moment, showing no concern or revealing any detail about her son. Instead, whenever detectives confront her about the horrific accident, she consistently brings up her own narrative of the attack and being a victim herself to redirect the focus back onto her. This behavior ultimately exposes this mother's cold-hearted and ruthless side when she should be filled with deep empathy for her child. As Julissa realizes that she is heading down an inescapable path, she fakes appearing devastated. However, the autopsy reports ultimately shatter this facade as well. The findings reveal that Eli, the innocent child, was shot 9 times in his head and torso while sitting in the back seat of his mother's car. These unsettling details describe the pain he endured at the hands of his own mother. Julissa was arrested and charged with second-degree premeditated murder. While further investigating the case, detectives learned a few more shocking truths that corroborate Rob's account. They learned that Julissa had purchased a shotgun and ammunition 3 days before the murder. Additionally, after obtaining a search warrant for her phone, Julissa's search history ultimately provided the final missing piece of the puzzle. The charge indicted on Julissa was later upgraded to first-degree murder. In February 2023, Julissa was found guilty of both first-degree premeditated murder and second-degree intentional murder. Despite understanding the gravity of the situation, her demeanor had not changed at all, and this is the statement she made prior to her sentencing.
Yes, I would like to say something.
Go ahead.
I'm innocent. Fuck you all. You're garbage.
On February 16th, 2023, Julissa was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Following the sentencing, Eli's family members expressed relief, including his foster mother, Nikita Kronberg, and his father, Tori, who thanked the jury, but reiterated that Eli's death was avoidable if Child Protection Services had intervened promptly. Julissa is currently serving her life sentence in the Minnesota prison system.
You're not leaving. They keeping you here. You detained. They trying to charge you for a murder. You only 12 years old, Ronnie. Now you getting ready to take your whole life away for some dumb shit.
12-year-old boy Sharron Townsend sits alongside his angry mother as she just realized her son savagely executed a sleeping homeless man, Thomas Zona Trent, with a bullet to his brain.
I can promise y'all to this god-awful day, it would take me about 15 minutes to load that thing up, and you would be embarrassed right now.
No one had imagined the tragedy awaiting 54-year-old Thomas Zona Trent on June 28, 2014. Being a homeless man, Thomas was sleeping outside in a vacant parking lot on 103rd Street in Jacksonville, Florida. Despite being unprovoked, 12-year-old Sharron approached him and shot him once in the head with a .22 caliber at 2:25 a.m. Authorities discovered his body at 7:20 a.m. the same day. Further investigation revealed surveillance footage where Sharron was seen approaching this man with his 16-year-old associate, Darrell Royal. And prior to the murder, Darrell and Sharron were seen arguing with another homeless man who went by the nickname Wolverine. Although Darrell played a major role in Thomas's death, his confessions implicated Sharron as the prime suspect. Knowing this, the police booked Sharron for questioning on July 30th, 2014. And what unraveled next would indicate that there's more to these boys than meets the eye.
There's a shopping center up there on 103rd where sometimes the homeless guys hang out. You ever run across some of them?
They ain't there.
You ever run across homeless guys anywhere?
Well, sometimes at the front near Safari store.
Yeah. What do you know what they go by? Any of their names? Because Darrell knew the guy named Wolverine. They called him Wolf.
Wolverine, the tall one.
Yeah, right. The tall one, yeah. And that's what I'm asking you. So you know Wolf. Did you know any of the other guys? Did you know Wolf had a brother?
No.
Yeah, he has a brother. Did you know any of the other homeless guys that hung out around that shopping
Wolverine,
center?
I knew him because he always used to walk through the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, did he? You know what panhandling is? Where they beg for money? Did he always do that?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But usually he'll be out cutting yards or doing something.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
Right. Okay. Well, how about any of the other homeless people? Do you ever run into any of them anywhere along 103rd or in that shopping center by Safari or over by Subway?
Like
the liquor store.
Yeah, the pool hall.
The pool hall. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which ones do you run into over there? Do you know any of them? What they look like or by name?
No, it was the black guy that always wearing the red shirt and the hat.
Okay. And then you know Wolf.
Yeah, Wolverine and this fat guy.
Okay.
If you it.
Okay. How about you know on 103rd where there was an old abandoned Pizza Hut and then an abandoned hamburger place? It was either Rally's or Checkers. You know where I'm talking about? Beside the Chic. It goes.
Yeah, where the barbershop at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's McDonald's, then Chic, then the old Pizza Hut, then the old Checker Rally's, and then the back of that, it's a seafood restaurant, and then there's a tattoo place, a tattoo parlor. They call it Nerds Inc. Yeah. That whole plaza, front and back, between there through 103rd, they all have video. They all have very good video. So, I want to know now if this is making any sense to you as to why I'm asking you some of these questions. And
They said a man was over there.
Yeah, what man?
A homeless guy.
A homeless guy? What, have you ever seen the homeless guy over there?
Well, at the end of the year, well, yeah, one time.
Yeah, where was he?
At the tuna. He was sitting on the ground near the tuna thing across McDonald's in the mechanic shop, and everybody was walking from Forest.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody say anything to him, or just left him alone?
No, everybody was people was going across the street. People was walking his way.
Do you know where a wolf lays his head at night, where he sleeps? No.
Usually they all be in that box right there. Like, what's the word that is right there? It's just no.
Is it the old Pizza Hut by the Chic?
Get in there, a breakfast store.
Yeah, the Chic.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
A little box right there.
There's a shed, otherwise known as a shed, a box, a shed, same thing. All right. Did you ever see anybody homeless sleeping at that abandoned hamburger place, the Rallies or the Checkers?
They always used to be either on the side where all the bricks at, or in that little box.
Okay. Did you ever see an older man kind of, sometimes he'd have a walker, white man, older than, smaller and older than Wolf. Wolf's kind of a tall guy. He gets around pretty good. You ever see the guy they call Thomas? Older guy, stringy hair. He's kind of sickly, you know. He got a lot of sicknesses, so he.
I know the black guy named Tommy, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be something like that. Thomas. No, I gotta probably see him first.
Okay.
I know a lot.
See that shirt? See that shirt? Who's this?
Me.
Who is this?
Daryl.
Okay. Do you know when this was taken?
When I was walking to McDonald's.
You think so? It's not walking to McDonald's. What time do you think you're walking to McDonald's at this little incident right here?
Around 10 or 11
p.m. Clock at night?
Yeah.
10, 11. Okay, let me show you something else. Should have read me what that says.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
225.
Right. That's you and Daryl. And this is not near the McDonald's.
Yeah, that's right near the going towards the subway right there.
It is. See that? See what this is? This is 2:25 in the morning on Saturday. The date you can't see is 06/28/2014. And when was that? That was right before your mom reported you missing. You know what I mean? She reported you missing like the 1st of the month, July 1st.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's you and Daryl walking down the sidewalk. See that? Same thing. 2:25 in the morning. See that?
The detective doesn't apply immediate pressure. Instead, she methodically lays down the incriminating pieces of evidence, reconstructing his movements before the homicide. This is when a central figure reemerges, Darrell Royal, an accomplice a few years his senior. Darrell was there when the brutality happened, and his involvement makes him equally accountable for the bloodshed. Furthermore, the detective brings up another man in this situation, Wolverine. Investigative reports reveal that he is a homeless man frequently circling the shopping centers and the vicinity of 103rd Street. Wolverine, who predominantly does yard work to make a living, ran into a drug-related dispute with Sharron and Darrell. This dispute soon became the precursor to Thomas's murder. Reports detail Wolverine enraged Darrell by not repaying what was owed, inciting a homicidal frenzy. Wolverine is also closely associated with the homeless community where Thomas was murdered. Seeing Sharron not admitting his guilt, the detective is about to pressure him to give more details about the gun.
See, I've already heard these stories. I already knew about this knife. I know about it because I know what I've been told, and I know what I can prove, and I know what I've seen on video. Okay?
If we shot him, where'd they done it?
Well, just because you shot him and I haven't showed you a picture of that specific gun, how do you know?
What are you saying? He shot us, so where'd they done it?
What did I ask you? I needed two things. I needed to know from your mouth, are you going to say Darrell shot or are you going to say you shot? I need to know which one you're going to say. And then secondly, I need to know what you're going to say happened to the gun. And you may not know. Hell, you got your butt taken out of there. Your mom came and got you. Darrell's mom did not come and get him.
As per the CCTV evidence, Sharron was the only one to fire the shot. In spite of such obvious evidence, Sharron remained silent. To keep up with his absurd stories, Sharron even claims he ran from the scene with his shirt covering his face because he was supposedly scared of rats. But the detective disproves this nonsensical account using the evidence from the CCTV footage. It is at this point the detectives deploy Sharron's mother and grandmother to dismantle his delusions with a ruthless blow of truth.
Which he was. That's true. We found him right on the side of the rallies. He was a homeless man that had a little camp, a little homeless camp.
We was walking past. No, where we leaving from? We leave from the pool hall. So, walked to McDonald's tonight. Man, start talking crazy on that knife that I threw on the sewer that your mom was playing with. That's the one he had.
And hold on a second. He actually claims that you told him to get rid of this knife and he threw it in the sewer.
I don't even know knowledge about a knife. I don't know nothing about no damn knife.
How about you? Right. So you see where we're going already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead, baby.
He be on medication.
The black knife that I had.
I don't know.
See, you didn't tell me nothing about Grandma because you're looking at Grandma to confirm your story. You told me specifically that your brother got in
my little brother know which knife I'm talking about. Yeah,
And-
my little brother sure do know which knife I'm talking about.
And that's
too.
fine. But you told me that Mom told you to get rid of
Yeah,
it.
she said get it out the house, and I got it out the house.
If it was, I ain't seen. I know I ain't personally seen no damn knife. If I did, hell yeah, don't bring that in here.
Right, but
don't bring nothing in
But
here.
to your knowledge, you didn't tell him to get any knife out of the house.
Mm-mm.
All right,
I don't-
so go on with it. It's okay, because what he says is he ends up throwing the knife in the sewer. Where the police came and parked by your house, there's a field, I guess, grassy area.
Yeah.
And there's a sewer drain pipe thing. He showed me that it's by the house, and there's two little drains. And one of them, he threw the knife in the drain wrapped up in a towel. Now, here's the thing. I've done stuff where you've had to find guns and knives before in the drains. They only go so far. We'll find it if it's there, and if it's not, it's not. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. So basically, there was a reason he was telling us about this knife. So does that help get you about the knife? Is that about right?
So, walking past the man who was talking, we're walking past, so he was sitting there, then he had the knife in his hand and ran up on Daryl, so I popped off on him. Then...
What you mean popped off? What,
I punched him in his face.
Oh, okay.
Then we walked to McDonald's, but before we walked to McDonald's, the boy that I went to school with, we started arguing with them. We left McDonald's, that was like, nah, I'm ready to go back around here. So the first shot went off, then he was like, so I walked towards the trash can. Then when he shot the man in his head, we got out of there and went through the cut. Then the next morning we saw the some guy had the recording of the cops picking up the man's body, and that's like a week later. That's when we found out it was on the news.
And then what happened with Zaria?
She had something to do with it?
This how I'ma see it, bro. It's like, let me see.
Let me tell you how I explain it to
It's
you.
like,
what, Zaria knew what?
Like,
you told Zaria what?
She asked about it, but
What? You ain't even saying nothing.
I don't hear nothing either.
Well,
what is you trying to say? I could put it in words. What? What happened? What she got to do with it?
She doesn't have anything to do with it, actually. You want me to help you?
if you want to.
All right. And you tell me if I said it right. So basically, Zaria sees it on the news too, and she recognizes both of them. So there's a discussion about what did you do. He explained to her about the situation with this man and a knife. He says he shot at the man once and missed the man, and then Daryl shot at the man once also. Now see how he told you how he popped off? Did you not tell me that you fired a shot at that man? You were the first one to fire a shot? Yeah. And he said it was because the man took 2 steps and lunged real fast at Daryl. But he says Daryl
said come back around, and when we left there,
Daryl
shot
said,
the man in his head and we left.
Okay.
It's ironic how Sharron's statements magically change the moment he sees his mother and grandmother. There is no doubt that Sharron's gangster mindset has no fear of consequences for giving inconsistent information to the detectives. This is when the investigator is about to disclose something that will shatter Sharron's web of lies.
He also told me that, and this is how this diagram comes in, the man was here. He says he's over here when he hears that second shot. He had just walked
to the trash can. You know, the trash cans and the gate's not that far from each other.
Right. He walked across to the trash cans. And he's in this area. That's why I put the little asterisks. And he hears the second shot, the one he didn't fire, and he takes off running in the alley. Problem with that is, the video that shoots from the tattoo wall has them running both in this direction, all the way across the parking lot. One at a together, but you know, one and then right after that another. No one walks over here and stands, okay?
I was near the trash can the whole time.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you that we have a video on that's, I'll show you the angles. They walk down this sidewalk. You gotta kind of step down here. There's a little bit of mailboxes right here. They're kind of for the businesses. They're metal,
I know.
you know, pigeonhole type.
I know what you're talking about.
You gotta walk down this little area and then you go this way, okay? On this wall right here, the tattoo shop, the dental shop, all the other places, they have videos pointing this way. Videos pointing this way. The tattoo shop has one pointing this way, that way, this way, and in the alley. So all the directions in the side here are covered. So this area here is very visible to seeing people. And to be quite...
The barbershop got one on the side right there too.
Well, and like I said, like I told your family, I'm only telling you a small amount for a reason. Because when people go to telling a story, it has to match up to the evidence that you have. And if it doesn't, then there's still a hole in the story. Where he's standing when that second shot happens or where he isn't standing is not something to argue. I mean, it's dumb. It's not worth lying about. If you're going to lie about something, lie about it to save yourself.
Hell yeah.
Okay? But being over here where I can prove he wasn't, like he says, that's a problem. And you guys understand, we're trying to figure out who did what when. All right? He openly admits. Tell them how you got the gun to begin with.
Where you get a gun from?
I got it from Dale. Well,
follower. Ronnie, you don't know you 12 and you following these boys. You don't even know them. Know of them. Know nothing about them. You don't even know where they live at.
What do you think, Grandma?
I know I wouldn't be in this predicament at all, because I done told them I'm not going to jail for nobody.
Did I show you the time of this?
Yeah, 2:25 and 2:30.
And this is 2:30.
You supposed to been home anyway. That's when we reported. I recall and reported him missing.
Right. You reported him. Y'all reported him missing. Yes, ma'am.
And then she called.
Yes, ma'am.
Back because John was like, they ain't gonna go by what, but they listened to me and they came. And we both put out a report.
Yeah, y'all definitely, he was definitely not with y'all on this incident, okay? No one is disputing that this is them. No one is disputing that these two are at the scene of this man being killed. And make no mistake, I hate seeing anybody's life go down the tubes, okay? But I also have an obligation to the man's family. And I have to do right by them. And doing right by them is making all of you understand this little part here, it's not going to go. Initially, he told me that the reason he ran down the alley is the rats back here. The rats were out there, and he made him run. But they had their shirts tied around their head to run. So, if you look at this real close, now that's one of them and not the second. When they walk down,
that boy, they ain't you.
I was already through the kites.
When they walk down the sidewalk, you see they have shirts on. Now this is one of them. You're right. And when I went to print out the second one, it printed out two of these. So I have a picture of him running down the alley as well. Okay, and there's no good reason for all of a sudden you to have to put the shirt around your head
and run
down the alley. So the bottom line is, to say that you were standing back here when that second shot happened.
But it wasn't even far from me. It was right there. Like,
okay, whether it was far from you or not, I'm not saying that this is a long distance or a short distance. I'm not saying it's any distance. What I'm saying is you clearly didn't just walk over here and stand by the dumpster and then you heard a shot and then you
was
took off
already
running.
right there.
I'm going to tell you both. He ran from this area back here, not the exact corner of Rallies, but more over here. He took off the both of them. It's about 6 minutes difference. They walked down the sidewalk toward the Rallies, and in 6 minutes, they're running in the back alley.
Sharron is too arrogant to mention from whom he took the gun, and to make things worse, the police couldn't even recover the gun, so tracing it to its owner couldn't be deemed plausible. For a young teen, Sharron is definitely an expert in covering his tracks, but this expertise won't last long under the crushing pressure of incriminating evidence. Now, attempting to strengthen his defense, Sharron's story is about to take a bizarre turn. As per the detective, Thomas was a frail wreck, freshly released from the hospital with his body too ravaged by an infection. Furthermore, Sharron didn't attack alone. He was backed by Daryl, the teenage predator circling the wounded prey. This was reinforced by Wolverine's testimony, who observed months of confrontation between Thomas and a group of boys, including Sharron. Wolverine detailed relentless harassment that ranged from bombarding Thomas with thrown objects to the sickening humiliation of urinating on him like worthless prey. In addition, Wolverine noted that after being freshly discharged from the hospital, Thomas's shattered body was still dependent on a walker, just hours before the shooting slaughtered him. Therefore, it is impossible for a sick, weak man to overpower any of them, especially when they had a loaded gun. All this proves that Sharron's story of self-defense holds no ground. Sharron even deflects responsibility onto Daryl, insisting he only fired the warning shot. So, to get more details about the knife and the gun, the detective is about to question him again, but this time without his family. According to the investigative evidence, Sharron cleaned and discarded the knife in a sewer near his residence, acting on the request of his mother and stepfather. This boy acknowledges discovering a silver handgun with a brown handle near a Timothy's Landing pond, but denies gripping it during the homicide. Since Sharron never provides any lead on the gun's specific location, the weapon remains missing to this day. Moreover, that same evening, Sharron and Daryl showed up at Bobby's residence following the murder. This meetup foreshadowed Sharron's subsequent fight with his other peers. Moreover, in a desperate attempt to protect Sharron from further consequences, his mother will confront him in one last climactic reckoning.
They try to blame it all on you. I told you hang with the wrong crew. Told you. You only 12 years old, Ronnie. Now you getting ready to take your whole life away for some dumb. Now they done pitted everything on you. What you gonna do now? You better get the oh my goodness, boy. So now what?
Well, it's kind of a tough situation. At this point in the time, he actually asked for you to come back here. So obviously, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring you back here. I would have liked to continue trying to.
So when we leaving?
You're not leaving. They're keeping you here. You detained. They trying to charge you for a murder. You wasn't supposed to sign no paperwork. You wasn't supposed to talk without me being in here with you. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. All you had to do is say you talk to your lawyer. But you don't know. You on your medication. You don't know. You don't got no good sense right now. You can tell them anything they want to hear. Boy, you just don't know what you got yourself into. They got Zara done told on you. They got that girl out there.
What that girl?
Which one you think?
Deja?
He blamed it on you. So basically, they want you to say he was the one that did the shooter. You didn't put yourself at the scene already, so you got something to do with it. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. You wasn't supposed to sign no paper. Did you read that paper? You ain't understand what it said, did you? You know you getting ready to have to go to jail. They probably charge you as an adult, and you gonna have to go to the county jail. So I was just sitting here. Your dad just told me, let you know, get yourself prepared. They're gonna try to get you a lawyer. Ouch.
Your phone's still working?
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but you're all no, you can't put your hands on it.
Why?
Because they told Facebook pictures.
I'm calling my dad.
Facebook pictures. They got you all on Facebook, dummy. On my phone in the car. I can't even call nobody.
What car?
John out there. They got witnesses.
We got no witnesses.
Who?
Who witness?
Well, they got people saying, Sharron, you was there at this, you had something to do with it.
Who the witnesses?
I don't know. I know I seen a picture of Zaria and the girl Deja out there. I guess everybody blaming everything on you. Even the boy Daryl said you did it. You shouldn't even say nothing. Now you sitting here looking all stupid. You don't know this is serious? You ready to take your whole life away for nothing. Doing something you ain't had no business doing. Ron, you only 12 years old. This is my thing. You only 12. You don't know. You don't have no friends. None of that. I'm your friend. You see, I'm the only one up here with you. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't. All I can tell you, what? They want you to say, what you call it, had that gun and shot that guy, I guess. They got both of y'all sitting up here. Or all y'all sitting up here. They just waiting for you to just, yeah, you will be a witness, but you gonna get charged with something. Yes, you is.
So everybody up here?
Mm-hmm. Zara ain't up here right now. They got mugshot. They talked to her already. She told them what happened. Whatever you told her, she told them what happened.
She don't know what happened.
They don't know if they're going to charge you with murder, first degree, second, manslaughter. I don't know. I don't know nothing about the system. I know you wasn't supposed to talk to nobody until I came in this room with you. When these detectives was there, you wasn't supposed to say nothing. Nothing, Ronnie. Not nothing. I wasn't here. You wasn't supposed to open your mouth. Not sign no papers, nothing. Because they only showed me pictures of surveillance. They ain't got you on the back.
What else you got?
I just seen pictures.
Which ones?
They're on his Facebook page with the gun and the group of boys.
Yeah, I saw
a lot of shit on Facebook.
Saw that one. I saw the one when he had his money in the gun. I saw the mugshot. They showed you the picture when he was in the cut?
Mm-hmm.
Saw that one.
With his shirt off and wrapped around. Where you was at in the scene?
I was left already. I went there.
So what did you see? You left the boy, so what did you see? Did you see the boy shoot his? That's what they want to hear. Ronnie, I don't know what to do. I really don't.
While it's understandable for a mom to be terrified of seeing her son facing imprisonment, she seems too focused on getting a lawyer. Considering the cold-blooded nature of this homicide, Sharron's mom should have made him confess the truth from the beginning. After all, no attorney can discredit the glaring pieces of evidence against Sharron. Witnesses reported that homelessness and violence shaped Sharron's upbringing, which they contributed to his poor impulse control. So, all this leads to one uncertainty hanging over the case: whether Sharron's young age should be taken into account or if he needs to be convicted as an adult. After entering a plea deal for second-degree murder on June 27, 2016, Sharron was sentenced to 30 years in prison on March 20, 2017 at the age of 15. The judge committed him to a juvenile facility before moving him to an adult prison at the age of 18. He will be eligible for the first review of his sentence after 15 years from 2017 sentencing, and his second review will happen after 25 years in 2042. Sharron will also have post-release obligations, which include 10 years of probation, attainment of stable employment, and compulsory mental health treatment.
You don't know what happened? You don't know that somebody died?
I think someone died.
Okay.
This is 16-year-old Cruz Medina, a spoiled wannabe gangster who just got hit with a harsh dose of reality. Cruz had been roaming with his gang when suddenly one of the members began erratically shooting at a house, in which Jada Gonzalez tragically lost her life. As the wannabe gang's night out quickly turned into an interrogation, Cruz's nonchalant behavior left everyone in the room baffled.
Instead of this officer, pointing guys already know who the person is you're asking me about. You just want to hear it out of my mouth so you can put it on paper.
With each revelation, the plot would unravel a gangster's distorted psyche and eventually bring to light the clinching piece of evidence that flips the case in an unexpected way.
I ain't bluffing, bro. We have video.
It all began hours before the nightmare unfolded. On a late December night of 2022, Cruz and his friends decided to crash a house party on the west side of Albuquerque, New Mexico. As they walked in, everyone seemed to be having fun until the unexpected happened. Cruz and his friends began pulling out their guns and posing for photos. When the house owner recognized their unsafe behavior, he asked them to leave, unaware that this would turn out to be his biggest mistake. After a while, a car pulled up outside the house, and a boy emerged with his rifle and started shooting inside the house. The bullet penetrated 3 walls before striking Jada Gonzalez, one of the guests at the party, in the hip area, leaving her fatally wounded. This unexpected tragedy prompted the witness to immediately call 911. When the authorities arrived, they rushed Jada to the hospital. Unfortunately, the damage was already done. She had succumbed to her injuries. Meanwhile, authorities initiated a frantic search to find the suspects, who had already fled the scene. Soon enough, their investigation quickly led them to a pivotal piece of evidence. CCTV footage revealed some boys shooting at the house, later identified as Cruz Medina, Isaiah Espinoza, Jessa Parra, Julian Prieb, and Jesse Barrios. Witnesses at the scene recognized Cruz, who had been flashing firearms at the party, making him the prime suspect in this massively tragic act. With that, detectives brought him in for questioning, but it is important to note that Cruz was already under arrest for some felony charges, which is why he was kept handcuffed during the interrogation. Now, equipped with incriminating evidence, detectives are prepared to confront Cruz with the dark reality he is desperately trying to outrun.
Fast forward that a little bit. Where were you guys at before that?
Where were we at?
Yeah, before that happened. Before you guys party? And what happened?
Multiple parties.
Okay. What happened at the first party?
Nothing.
Okay, where was that party at?
Oh shit, honestly.
Was it east side, west side, valley?
It was on the east side, because we had to go all the way to the west side.
East side, okay. When you guys came to the west side, what happened at that party? And be real, bro.
We got kicked out, and then, I don't know, I just heard shooting, and I ran to the car. I just heard shooting. It was coming from on the balcony, and then from somewhere else, and I just ran to the car and left.
And this is an opportunity, okay? And I believe that you wanna do what's right, because...
No, trust me, I'm telling you, I left in our car, but I met up with them afterwards.
You met up with who?
With the people.
Which people?
The people that I was with when we got shot.
You met up with them? Where'd you meet up with them? Because your cell phone's gonna sound me.
Just on the road.
Just on the road?
Yeah, just right there.
No, come on.
When they blew it off, I followed them.
So what you said you left in, what kind of car was it?
Things like a Nissan or Honda.
What color was it? White, okay. And then you said you heard shooting?
So I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, because we didn't get here by accident. We've been doing a lot of work on that shooting, okay? Do you know what happened in that shooting?
No.
You don't know what happened? You don't know that somebody died?
I think someone died.
Okay. Well, that's something. It's like, oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Did you know that person that died? Who's responsible for that shooting? There you are. You know exactly who's responsible for that shooting. You're in the vehicle with your buddies. Yeah. Because you guys go from there all the way to the east side, where you guys got set up by the girl. And then you guys came over back to the west side. We have all this on locations, man.
No, we got set up on the west side.
I know you're trying to separate yourself from this car. So I know exactly, if you're talking about a white car, I know exactly what happened because we have video. So tell me how you were in that white car.
What do you mean?
Tell me how, when you guys left the party, how did you leave the party in comparison to that black Hellcat or whatever?
Because they actually were just riding.
Okay.
I just hopped in my car back with someone that I knew.
Okay.
Good punk like more down.
So you said you got kicked out. When did you guys get kicked out?
Like right before that happened.
Okay. Before what happened, I'm sorry. Before the shooting?
Yeah.
How many of you guys got kicked out?
Like almost everybody, a lot of people got kicked out.
Okay. Why were they kicking people out?
I'm not sure if the dad came and the mom. They're just yelling.
Okay. Did you see anybody with firearms at the party?
No.
No?
Just in the balcony.
Just in the balcony? Who was on the balcony?
I don't know. Whoever was shooting up there.
You didn't see who it was?
When
did you guys have your firearms at the party?
I had mine, yeah.
And then you had, who else had a gun at the party? That was with you. Who'd you roll in with? Who were you with when you got there?
Me, my homegirl, and like 5, 6 other ones.
Okay. So when you guys get kicked out of the party, you're armed with a 9mm drum. Any of your other homies have guns that you guys have video or pictures of? Be honest, because I wouldn't be asking if I didn't know.
Yeah, you can find pictures.
Okay. So what other guns were at the party with your homies?
With my homies, there was only 9s.
Just 9s? Okay. How about the guy that was driving the car?
I'm not sure.
It's a pretty big gun, man. What do you mean you're not sure?
I'm not sure what it is.
Okay. You know what a Draco is?
Mm-hmm.
Did he have a Draco?
Mm-hmm.
Who had the Draco?
I'm not sure.
Do you know what kind of shots the Draco shoot?
Mm-hmm.
What kind?
7.62.
Who was shooting a Draco that night? Or who had a Draco?
I'm not sure.
Bro, you got video of you. You remember what you were wearing that night?
Not really.
You don't remember? And there's a video with you, and you have your 9mm drum. Your homie has a Draco, and the other homie has a light with the beam.
A light with the beam?
Yeah, like a
Extended magazine.
Extended mag with a green beam.
Wow.
You're not gonna tell me those guys' names?
No, sir.
Not at all?
No, sir.
We just have to figure it out.
The more Cruz attempts to minimize his role, the more his intentions struggle to align with his actions. His selective disclosure of the details is a way to appear cooperative, while avoiding self-incrimination. As per his account, their retaliatory shooting after being kicked out indicates their urge to display power and dominance. This conduct may be a result of the influence or pressure exerted by other gang members. And in just a mere moment, as detectives finally begin to confront Cruz about Jada's death, his startling reaction is about to leave them utterly stunned.
Why'd you guys get kicked out of the party?
I don't know. I don't even think it was like us, like directly. It doesn't mean everybody just getting kicked out.
How many got kicked out with you?
A lot.
Yeah? Okay. And when you guys got kicked out, What happened after that? Like, walk through when you escaped.
People were yelling everywhere.
What are they saying?
Everybody was yelling, telling people to stop. Then you just hear shots ring off.
Okay.
And then you hear shots ring back.
You heard shots go towards the house, and then someone was shooting back? Okay, and then what car did you get in?
A white car.
And what kind of car was it?
It was like a Nissan Honda.
Nissan Honda. And then you said your friend had a Hellcat, a black Hellcat?
Like a scat pack or something.
Or scat pack, okay. And so who left first, you or the Hellcat? They left first, and then you followed, like directly behind, or what?
Yeah, not like directly behind. I met him up the street. It wasn't even on a train. Like I met him right there, and I ran to the car and jumped in.
Okay. And did you see them shoot?
Them?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't see the driver shoot? Or the other people shoot?
No.
Did you shoot?
No.
Now, again, like you've been honest and you've been super honest.
Honestly, yeah, I did try to shoot, but my gun downed. Even down when it was when that shit happened, when I shot, my gun jammed there too.
So you have a 9, right? Yeah. So what happens when you jam? Like you pull the trigger and nothing comes out, or what happens?
Yeah, it just gets stuck in the chamber.
Okay. Was it like a double feed or?
Yeah, double feed.
Did you clear it?
Yeah, I cleared it.
Where were you when you cleared it?
At the party?
Yeah. Like were you getting in a car when you cleared it, or outside? What car were you in?
At that point, I was in the Hellcat at that point.
Okay. So you were in the Hellcat. So were they shooting at you when you were trying to shoot?
Yeah.
Okay. So they were shooting at you.
That's why I did, because I saw shots coming towards us.
Did anybody get hit?
No.
Did the car get hit? Do you know?
No.
And so you try to shoot back because someone's shooting at you, and then your gun jams, and then you clear the feed.
It shot once.
It shot once. Okay. Was it after you cleared out your gun?
No.
It was before. Okay. When you shot, like where did you shoot at, or towards?
I think I shot up towards the air. I didn't shoot it down. I didn't.
Okay. So you shot in the air, and then and the gun that you shot with, where's that gun now?
I traded it.
For what did you shoot? I'm sorry. I was just talking about what you traded.
I traded it for you now.
For the gun you have now?
No.
No. For another gun?
No.
Okay. Who'd you trade it with?
Just no way.
And Liz, I respect that you don't want to like give names and stuff, okay? It's just important that you're honest with like where those guns are and stuff like that.
Well, honestly, I don't even think if you guys want it, you could get it right now.
No, how come?
You don't even have it no more.
No?
I don't have no clue where it's at.
Do you think they got rid of it or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think they got rid of it?
I know they didn't get rid of it. Like it's still an Albuquerque. I just don't know if they'll be able to find it.
Was the gun? Did they like? Is there like okay? I guess when you trade it, like do you just meet in person or how does that work?
Yeah, just in person.
When did you trade it?
Probably like 2 weeks after. I was traded it because it was a jabber.
Oh, because it kept jamming. Is that the one with the drum?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you trade the drum with it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 2 weeks after?
Yeah, 2 weeks after.
When did you find out that somebody was killed?
Less than an hour after it happened.
Oh, okay. So you heard someone got hit. And what did your friends say about it? That you were in the car with?
They're just like, what the everybody was just tripping. They're like, couldn't believe someone got hit. It's because one of my homegirls, I guess she carried the person that got hit out, and she called and she was like, someone got hit at the party.
Your homegirl did? Was she, was your friend, how did you guys get to that party? Like, who invited you guys?
That girl.
The girl. Which homegirl is this?
I want to say her.
Okay. And is this the girl that you went to the party with?
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you go to the party, you're in like a gray blue SUV?
No, it's like a car.
Like a car?
Car with the spoiler and stuff.
Okay. And did the Hellcat follow you there? So you guys all got there at the same time? Okay. And who was in that? Like how many people were in the Hellcat?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 people in the Hellcat? And so you guys get there, and then you guys all get caged full. Did anybody that was in the Hellcat or the Scat Pack, did they shoot back at the party?
Not that I know, no.
So you're the only one that you know of that shot?
Yeah. And it's, yeah. And it was like at the corner too, so like there's no point in even like reacting another chamber or nothing.
Okay.
Coming back up just a little bit. You said that you heard about an hour later your homegirl. Who did she talk to tell you that somebody was?
I guess she stayed there.
Oh, she stayed there? And you're not going to tell us her name, right? We're really looking for the guy that shot the Draco. Okay. I know there was a Draco at the party. We already have photos, pictures. It was right next to you, so I know you know who that is. Are you going to tell us who that is?
You guys know who it is.
We know who it is. Are you going to say who it is?
That's good.
Okay. You know how that, you're going to pull it down a little bit. You know how that's going to look like for you? Because we can put you in that car, we can put you at the party, we can put you with the handgun. You know how that's going to look like you are part of that whole crew?
Yeah.
And this is the time to separate yourself from all that. And that's why I was asking you, are you really going to go down for what somebody else did?
Yeah.
You are?
So there's honestly really no point. You guys already know who the person is you're asking me about. You just want to hear it out of my mouth so you can put it on paper.
Cruz continues to share conflicting statements. Although he claims that the horrific incident shouldn't have occurred, his unbothered demeanor while talking about Jada's tragic death clearly shows his lack of remorse. In addition to this, he tries hard from the beginning to distance himself from the crime, but unknowingly reveals more details about his urge to shoot. Furthermore, the reason behind his reluctance to disclose the name of his gang members stems not only from misplaced yet unwavering loyalty, but also from the fear of repercussions, to the extent that he is willing to take on their charges as well.
How many guns were in the Hellcat of the scat pack?
How many guns were in it or how many were fired?
In it.
4.
How many were fired?
3.
Which one wasn't fired right there out of 9?
It's one of the 9s.
One of the 9s, was it?
Was it?
You don't have any idea what the aggravated assault, the deadly weapon is about?
I swear to God, I don't.
Because you've been honest about a lot of stuff here tonight. Because we know that you've been honest, so. You have no idea where that would have came from?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I have no clue what the hell.
So, going back to autonomy, so all the casings that are on the side of the car, right outside the car, who's shooting on that? I know you're not going to say his name, but one of your homies from the car?
Me.
Huh?
I did too.
You did too?
My good job, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how many did you shoot from there?
Like 10.
10?
Yeah.
And those were all 9s? Okay.
You can see I will video of it.
On your phone? Who was shooting? How were you doing video of it?
After.
Oh, what do you mean after?
Like after it happened. After we got shot, I started recording the ground and like the area, trying to have someone come pick me up.
The ones that shot, about how many times did they shoot at you? Tell us about how they shot at you. I know you said they rolled up on you. You seen like 4 sparks coming out.
Yeah, it was like some.
Did they shoot? How many times do you think they shot at you?
3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
Out of 4 sparks?
Yeah, I don't think it was 4 sparks.
Okay.
Because nothing came from the driver's side.
Okay, so all the 3 other people?
Yeah.
How are we going to help you out, man, in all of this? You tell us how we're going to be able to tell the district attorney's office that you weren't involved in any of this. How are we going to help you out?
I don't think you can, sir.
No? So you're already kind of just accepting it, ready to take the blow? You're ready to face a homicide charge?
I'm ready to go against it.
You think you'd win?
Yeah.
Think so?
I mean, I know I didn't do it.
But you know the person who did it.
You're in the same vehicle that were shooting. We have video. We wouldn't be asking you if we didn't have such good video. And I ain't bluffing, bro. I can tell you that we see flashes coming from that black Hellcat like crazy. And you're right. We believe somebody from the party shooting from the balcony. I'd like to know who. I don't know that. We don't know. We're still working on that. But we know, and I don't know if the Hellcat, I guess, you know, the black car that you were talking about that ended up not in the same car. We know that car's involved. But it's going to be very hard for you to explain that we see video and the only car that leaves at that time is a black car that's involved. See what I'm saying? And you're in it, because you're in it an hour and a half later.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see me in the video, like, run to the car.
Okay. But this is your opportunity, and I believe in beating a dead horse to death, you know what I mean? I mean, it's up to you if you want to help yourself up, help yourself out. If you don't want to, man, you're 16, you have your mom. She seems like, you know, you said that, you know, you feel like you disappointed her. Let's just be honest, man. Tell us exactly what happened. Let's just walk out of here with the honest truth. Instead of, yeah, I know the homie, but I'm not going to tell you his name. Yeah, I know who shot, but I'm not going to say. You know what I mean? It's up to you, man. I think, I don't want to leave out of here. You think that I'm a jerk, though. That's one thing I don't want.
Yeah. You see, the last time that's what they told me to, but I didn't get no help.
You said what?
That's what they told me to the last time, and that's what they told myself, but I didn't get no help.
Was that a homicide investigation? Okay, so again, like, we can't make promises. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, yeah, I'll offer you all these deals. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm trying to say is that the more cooperative you are with us reflects when we put down our paperwork, right?
See, I'm not kind of pushing it with me. Like, I'm doing the most I could, obviously.
Yeah,
I guarantee you I'm not gonna say no names ever.
Okay.
Here, okay.
Walk us through the night without names. Walk us through what happened without names. Before we end this interview, I'm just going to ask you one direct question, okay? And I know you had your guns, and I know your whole group had the guns. Without saying any names, do you know who's responsible for killing that girl at the party? You hesitated, man. You hesitated. Have you seen pictures of that girl? That was the just bad.
I didn't go back.
How do you think your mom would feel if that was you? That got killed at the party. You mentioned earlier that your mom, you kind of got a little emotional, which I understand because my mom is, I like making my mom proud, and whenever I disappoint my mom, it's rough. So do you feel like, how do you think your mom looks at you?
Looks at me?
Or like, how does she view you? Do you think she's proud of you? Do you think she's disappointed in you? Okay. Why do you think she's disappointed in you?
Just because, like, everything's been, like, always had, like, a good life.
Can you take that? I'm sorry.
Always had, like, a good life, I guess. Like, I always had everything I needed.
Your mom, she worked overtime and stuff to support you?
It's just, she's always at work.
Okay.
And I'm always just left to do whatever.
Okay. So, do you think that your mom would be proud of you and the way that you handled yourself at that party?
No.
How do you think your mom would feel if she found out that you had something to do with that homicide?
Despite his efforts, Cruz and his gang members ultimately met the terrible fate they had chosen for themselves. With the extensive investigation coming to a close, detectives eventually identified the real culprit behind this harrowing murder. The analysis of the bullet trajectories and shell casings at the scene aided detectives in confronting Isaiah Espinoza as the evil teen who fired the fatal shot. Isaiah Espinoza was found guilty of first-degree murder, conspiracy, and tampering with evidence. He was sentenced to 29 years in prison, followed by 5 years of supervised probation. Cruz Medina was also convicted of first-degree murder and received a 24-year prison sentence on January 24, 2025. Jessa Parra, who was driving the car, pleaded guilty to shooting at an occupied building, conspiracy to commit shooting at an occupied building, and 2 counts of tampering with evidence. Jesse Escobedo Barrios, who was also in the car, recorded the crime on his phone during the shooting. He was taken into ICE custody, immigration-related hold, and is awaiting further proceedings. Julian Priebe was another passenger in the car. However, details about his case proceedings are not yet available and are still in process.
When the responders first walk into the narrow hallway of the Sosebee home, they step into a tragedy that will haunt them forever. Inside the corner bedroom, 13-year-old Landon Nicholas Sosebee is found lying on his bed, unresponsive, with no visible signs of trauma on his body.
No! You ain't never dealt with it, have you? It's a crime scene. I want to see him!
It's not natural. Your kid don't come home from school one day and go to bed and wake up dead.
Everyone around this child is acting differently, whether it's his grandfather, Douglas, or his grandmother, Della. What first looked like a sudden tragedy is already turning into something much darker.
She made a wrong choice. My mom's not right in the head. My mom's got mental problems.
Something inside this house had been breaking for years. Addiction, neglect, and buried family secrets quietly piled up beneath the surface. Until one devastating night, when 13-year-old Landon gained access to something dangerous inside the home, and his life was cut short.
I don't know what's wrong with us.
Every tragedy has a beginning, but this one doesn't start on June 8, 2023. The morning 13-year-old Landon Sosebee is found lifeless in his bedroom. It starts years earlier, inside a house that looks normal from the outside, but hides something dark behind its walls. On the night of June 7th, everyone in the Sosebee family went to sleep under the same roof. By the next morning, only 4 people woke up, and the 13-year-old child never did. What makes it even more chilling is that during Landon's final hour, he wasn't alone. Someone was watching this tragedy happen in real time, but chose not to stop it. And this person wasn't a stranger. They were someone close to Landon, someone he trusted. Just 9 hours after the 911 call is made, the very first person investigators question is Landon's own mother, Holly Sosebee. As the interview begins, investigators focus on routine details, but the answers reveal something important. Della describes a house where everyone lives separately, often unaware of each other's movements. This level of separation may seem ordinary at first, but to investigators, it immediately raises concern. In a house like this, dangerous behavior can go unnoticed for a long time.
He's not responding. What else do you do?
I panicked and I went over there to him to wake him up, and I felt him and he was cold.
Okay, how did you wake him up?
I shook him, and that's when I felt that he was cold.
So you saw that he was cold, and what happened then?
I went and got some Narcan. My dad keeps Narcan in his room, and I have some in my room. And I tried to give it to him. And it's too late.
It was too late. Why did you think that you needed to get Narcan?
Because I was blue, and I know that some of that stuff is laced with, I know because I've had friends die from it. And I don't know, I didn't know what else to do.
When you talk about stuff is laced, what kind of stuff?
Like, the weed. I don't know.
What is the weed laced with?
I don't know if it was, or I just thought Because I know that Narcan has saved people's lives. It's saved my life before.
Okay. So you must be familiar with Narcan. What kind of drugs do you think that Narcan is supposed to work against and save someone's life from?
From heroin and like opiates.
Okay. So you saw that his face was blue and you rushed to go get Narcan. But the only thing that we talked about that he would be using is the THC pens.
Yeah.
Not actual weed.
Yeah.
That would be laced with something.
Well, that's what I think.
So why would you think that he would be smoking regular weed? Have you smelled marijuana?
No. I just saw it on his phone.
As in like regular weed?
No, the cards.
The cart?
Yeah.
Have you ever smoked marijuana before? Have you ever smoked the THC carts?
No. I've smoked regular weed, but not those.
Okay. So, no, you said that Narcan has saved your life before. What were you using where Narcan saved your life?
Well, I've used pills before, and I've been a drug addict, so.
What kind of drugs?
Ain't nobody judging here.
Right, the opiates and stuff.
Okay.
What else do you need to know? Because that's it. That's all I know.
Well, see, here's the thing. You're talking about THC. You're talking about that stuff from marijuana that was in a cart.
Yeah.
Okay, that vape pen, the oils. But the thing is, because of your past experience, okay, with opiates, that you thought, I need to get Narcan.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's something that's not being talked about. Because if you thought that he needed to get Narcan, THC is not an opiate base.
I know that, but I mean, that's how one of my friends died from a laced weed. So that's what I thought.
But was it from the cart? Or was she actually smoking the flower?
No, it's from a cart.
That's from a cart.
Yeah, that's what everyone really smokes, I guess.
At this stage, the interrogation takes a more serious turn. Investigators focus on Holly's decision to use Narcan and the explanation behind it. Her familiarity with the medication changes how her earlier statements are understood. It suggests she may have recognized a specific overdose risk. And with that realization, detectives sense something else. The story she has told so far only scratches the surface. There is a deeper layer beneath it, one she has not acknowledged yet. As the questioning continues, that hidden truth is about to be exposed.
Another little kid that I wanted to bring up to you is named Jake.
His name's what?
Jake. And he went to the East Campus with Landon. And he was a peculiar kid a little bit because I think he had went through some tragedy too, because his mother had committed suicide, his dad said. Mm-hmm. And I think his dad drank a little bit because sometimes when he'd come over, I'd smell it when he'd, pick him up and stuff. And so I was always, worried about the kid. But he kind of had I noticed some behavioral problems and stuff. Mm-hmm. And one day he was in his room and I noticed him acting real funny and evasive and stuff, and Dylan went outside and I told him and it just seemed real sneaky kid. Right. And he was in his closet And then when I went in there, all kinds of stuff was just piled down in the closet full of blankets and all this stuff. And I'm like, what is this mess in there? You know, but Landon never said a word about nothing, you know. And so one day I went in and I picked up the blankets and clothes, and I'm like, what are your clothes doing here? You know? And I noticed a pair of his shoes, and they had the soles just tore all off of them. And I thought that was odd. And
Landon did, or Jake?
I didn't actually catch him red-handed, but whenever I confronted him, I said, what are you doing in there?
Jake?
You know,
Landon?
Jake.
Okay.
I said, why are you acting so funny? Because I'm a confrontation person. I'm like, kid, what are you doing? You know? And nothing, and looking real sheepish. And I said, you need to get out there with him. And I told Landon, I said, you don't leave people in your ring. Just, you know, when you have somebody come over with you, they don't have the run of the house. You keep them with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
And so then I confronted him, and then immediately after he went outside, I went in there, I looked everything over, and I noticed those shoes. And I thought that was really odd behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you know, I'm like, I don't know, you know, the situation there and how things rubbed off, you know, on my grandkid or what, but he seemed to be kind of, I didn't really care for that relationship. I just felt sorry for him, and I wanted to be good to the kid.
Right.
But after that, I said, no more. He's not coming over here. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. I like the way your face lights up when you talk about Landon.
But anyway, that kid, I was under the impression stayed at the other school, but then again, he said he transferred to this school, but he didn't come back over the house.
Well, we definitely want to look into stuff like that.
And so then he's been dating this little girl named Dior.
When Della begins talking about Landon's friends, one name stands out: Jake. She describes him as troubled, secretive, and someone she did not trust inside the house. Investigators take note of this immediately. This is the first time another potential source of risk enters the timeline.
And I believe that you know that there's something else going on, because Landon is going for an autopsy.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're going to find out what was in his system.
Okay.
Okay?
That's what I think it was.
But the thing is, we need to understand how he got those cards, but your personal knowledge about opiates and using Narcan. It's like, I need to get to my Narcan.
Yeah.
And it was from your room, or it was from what other room has Narcan?
My dad's room.
Your dad's room.
Yeah.
Okay. So you thought that I need to get that Narcan. I need to save my son's life.
That's the only thing I could think of that would bring him back. What else? He didn't just die in his sleep.
Is there something else that your son does or do that you don't want to tell us?
I don't know. I don't know if he does it. I don't think so. If I did, I would tell you.
Because we did find THC pens, or the vapes, the cards.
We did.
We did. Do you know what else we found in his room?
What?
We found a spoon with residue. But, thing is, that particular spoon was in one of those bags in the bathroom. And you kept your stuff there. Your old stuff.
I haven't used it like that. You think he was doing that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Let me ask this. When was the last time that you used?
I don't know.
When was the last time that you used?
It's been a while.
Who else uses in your house?
Nobody.
Uh-huh.
Nobody else uses.
You know I did a search warrant. So I searched that whole entire house. Because it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense that Landon was laying there and there's nothing around his body. And we found the Narcan, the dispensed Narcan. Where did you throw it away?
I didn't. I think I just threw it on the ground. And it was in the room.
It was in the room. Well, it wasn't in the room. We didn't find it in the room.
Where was it?
We found it in the trash can. Like someone was trying to hide stuff. Who else was in that room when you were trying to use Narcan?
Just me. I hit him with the Narcan and then I might have thrown it away or threw it on the ground. I don't know.
Okay. Who called 911?
My mom.
When did she come in?
After I was screaming and crying.
What was she saying?
That he was dead.
Okay.
What detectives discover next raises disturbing questions about what was already inside the home. This is the point where investigators realize the case is no longer only about what Landon may have encountered outside the house. It's also about his exposure that could have happened inside it.
One thing that I noticed, and I'm not being accusatory here, okay? One thing I noticed in his bedroom, there was two containers of Narcan. You know what Narcan is? Why would that be in his bedroom?
Because I put it in there on the cabinet in his room because things don't get, usually if they're put in his room, they stay in one place. It's not like if I put it maybe in our room or in the kitchen or something,
Why would you have Narcan in your house?
Because of Holly.
Okay.
And Cohen. Because they have OD before. 6 years ago was the first time it ever happened to Holly. And there was an episode where there was this little girl that actually died. Her and the girl OD'd, and the boy that was with them, I think there was an investigation with that, and I'm not sure, but Doug had told me that he had went to jail because he had it, and he gave it to him. And,
Well, understand, let's talk about that for just a second. It is very hard to charge somebody, and don't get me wrong, I'm not judging Holly. I'm not judging Cohen. But it is very hard for somebody that we know that uses drugs. It's hard to actually criminally charge somebody for that purpose. That's kind of like if you buy a car from a car dealership and you drive off the lot and you drive 2 miles down the road and you have a car accident and you die from that, we can't criminally charge the car lot for that. You know what I mean? So I can remember charging one person in the past few years that knew what he was giving the person. Kind of misrepresented.
I don't think that Landon would dare get into anything.
Well, and I understand that.
In my home or anywhere else. If anything,
Do you think there's any drugs in your house right now?
I believe there probably was. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask the people. They came in and did a search warrant for some reason. And, I know that she's done drugs before. I know that she's OD'd before. Cohen has. You look at the records and they'll show that, they've been to our house quite a few times through the years. But like I said, I kept an eye on my kids, a strict eye on my kids until that time. And it just seems like everything went to hell whenever I went to work, at night and different hours. And what I'm saying? And
this is not your fault.
Teenagers, that they hang around. When Yeah, I got the concept of how bad drugs was in this country during Corona. And they're saying that Corona was an epidemic, and then it's a pandemic, but an epidemic is the same thing, it's just nationally, right? So when you're hearing on TV that drugs are an epidemic, I compare that to Corona, and it's like, my God.
It's a lot worse than
Then
Corona.
so, you know, everybody's doing drugs, and everybody's either a dealer or they're doing it, or, you know.
Well,
so how do you keep it out of your schools, and how do you keep it out of your home? And if everybody that you look at around you, 1 out of how many is on drugs? I mean, you know the ratio, what is it?
I don't know what the ratio is, but it's a lot. It's a very bad problem. I'm totally with you on that. I wouldn't really.
And I'm not the person to judge these people, because it don't take but one time for somebody to do something that destroys their life, and I know that.
As the interview continues, the focus turns inward again. Della admits that Narcan was kept inside the house because of Holly's past overdoses. She confirms that drug use was not new to the household. And then, almost on cue, the conversation drifts away from the house entirely. Suddenly, the problem is everywhere. The neighborhood, society, the country. Drugs are impossible to escape. Homes are no longer safe. And danger can come from any direction. It's a convenient explanation. When accountability feels too close, distance becomes the defense. Investigators don't challenge her. They let the explanation expand outward, even as their attention narrows. Because while Della talks about a world flooded with drugs, they are focused on one home where Narcan was stocked, addiction was known, and substances were already present. What matters here is not what Holly says, but how she positions herself. She describes the night as something that happened around her and not something she controlled, focusing on reaction over responsibility. Investigators do not interrupt. They watch where her story begins and where it stops, letting her dig her own grave. At this point, the interview reaches its limit. The timeline no longer moves forward, and the focus shifts from Landon's final hours to Holly herself. When answers stop clarifying events and start circling emotion, investigators know it's time to change approach. From here on, the questions become practical, shifting onto phones, property, and access. From this moment forward, the interview is no longer about explanation. It's about evidence. 9 months since Landon's death, life for Holly took a rather upbeat road, even buying herself a new car. She may have moved on, but the investigation did not. And after continuous persistence, on March 29, 2024, the detectives were ready. Holly was called back to the sheriff's office for one final interview. This time, there were no open-ended questions, no speculation, no room for denial. This interview was no longer about what might have happened. It was about unveiling the truth told by the evidence.
An opportunity to look at his death certificate. I mean, you saw what it was.
Read it. Well, he told me that it really graphic not to read it by myself. So I just didn't know.
Okay, so you didn't even know what that was?
Oh, yeah, I do.
What was it?
Fentanyl.
And what else?
Yeah.
Also. Yeah.
What is that?
Tranquilizer. Someone is on the stuff, your skin actually starts like a zombie.
Yeah.
Pit marks, and it just starts eating, especially the ones who using with drugs. They say that if you don't get into exactly at the point, it will eat away the really bad drug. That's mixed with fentanyl. It's been laced in buckle.
You thought about all of that? How do you think of it? Holly, honest answer. Based action, I don't know the honest answer. I think you do know. Am I right? Got it, Holly.
I don't know what is the baby?
Got it. You know, how do you think I know?
You found it in my room.
Right. But we took a look at the phone data, you know, and text messages, Holly, and branded his girlfriend door. And my mom, she thought it was cocaine.
Because you mentioned a white substance. A dark substance.
What you said?
You hate myself.
How long you been dealing with your own addictions?
A long time.
Like how long?
Since I was like 4 or 25.
25. I do a lot of interviews in here with people about a lot of stuff. This is probably the most unfavorite interview I've ever done in my life. Because I know you're hurt. I know you're hurt. I imagine, but all along, didn't you? Yeah. You mentioned he landed smoking CHC vape pens and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that he did her for? Yeah, the only thing was in this system, fentanyl and.
With the Georgia Bureau of Investigation toxicology report now complete, it confirmed fentanyl in Landon's system, along with xylazine, a powerful veterinary tranquilizer commonly found mixed into illicit fentanyl. These are not abstract substances or rare contaminants. They are a deadly combination responsible for thousands of deaths nationwide. Here, the victim is a 13-year-old boy. With the toxicology confirmed, investigators stop dealing in possibilities and ask a direct question. How could have Landon gotten access to those drugs? Holly says he found them inside her room. At that moment, drug exposure stops being a theory. It was placed inside the home, in a space she controlled. Landon didn't just overdose. He was poisoned by his own mother's negligence. In the end, this isn't about what went wrong. It's about the choice and the lack of gross responsibility towards one's own child.
Do you want to know if he texted Dio after he said he found the cocaine that he thought, or do you think you can handle that?
What did he...
Let's see here. When he did it, looks like it was 11:30. Texted his girlfriend and said, "I just tried coke." And she said, he answered back, "I'm true."
Okay.
No.
I want to see some evidence, because...
Alright, well, what do you want to see?
Okay, that's a cover album.
The one you dropped 22 hours ago?
Huh? Yeah.
You see that gun right there?
Yeah.
That gun was used to do it. I mean, you just show us some remorse, man.
This is Jose Zamaran, a teen rapper who just realized that his piece of art has spiraled into a mistake, one that would alter his life forever. A 911 call directed officers to a horrific sight. Inside a convenience store, they discovered Kristopher Osburn dead from a gunshot wound. Soon, all focus shifted to Jose, a man who couldn't stop bragging.
I'm the best in Oklahoma, I promise you that.
Really?
I promise you that.
However, Jose's confidence came crashing down the moment his fellow rapper was prepared to expose the dark secrets he believed were buried deep down.
I heard a shot go boom, like bam, and then like I'm walking this way. As soon as I get back this way, like everyone's just pointing their guns, and I'm like, hell no.
Soon, this blame-shifting game would fall apart, revealing the real culprit behind a bizarre crime that claimed an innocent man's life.
He's saying that you threw it somewhere. You're telling me something else. Who's lying?
In the early morning hours of February 18th, 2022, dispatchers received multiple 911 calls made by witnesses at the Main Street Mini-Mart.
There's 2 or 3 guys. They're just walking in and said, I just hope the guy's inside is okay.
She went in to pay and get cigarettes, and when she went in, there was money everywhere and cigars and cigarettes everywhere.
Upon arrival, officers found the store in disarray. with cash and cigarettes scattered everywhere, indicating a robbery. The chaos on the floor told one story, but the stillness behind the counter told a far darker one. There, they discovered the store clerk Kristopher suffering from a gunshot wound. Paramedics immediately performed life-saving measures, but unfortunately couldn't resuscitate him, pronouncing him dead at the scene. While officers frantically searched for the suspects, they uncovered a pivotal piece of evidence. CCTV footage captured 3 masked men entering the mart, likely with the intent to commit burglary. Soon, officers located one suspect's apartment, identified as 21-year-old James Parker. This eventually led them to the other 2 suspects, identified as Jose Zamaron and 17-year-old Alejandro Acumada, aspiring rappers who occasionally collaborated on music projects. Detectives first bring Jose in for questioning.
Well, have you been watching the news or listening to the Facebook or anything today? Okay. You don't do that? Okay. We had a little shooting last night at the Main Street Mini Market on East Main. What can you tell me about that?
Nothing.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff we know. Okay, the only thing that we're going to ask of you is to be honest.
All right.
Okay, so let's don't start this lying off stuff right at the first. Okay? Let's be honest. We can work through this. If you lie to me, we can't, because I can't trust you.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay? So what can you tell me about that? What have you heard about that, or what do you know about that?
All I know is I woke up in the morning and Alex called me, asked me if I seen the news. And I said no, and I didn't check.
Okay. We know a lot of stuff, Jose.
Okay.
We know you were there.
Well,
Yeah, we do. That's why you're here. We didn't pick you out of the bushes just to be picking people out.
I mean...
No, okay?
I don't want to argue.
Okay, well, there's no need to argue.
Yeah, I know. You speak.
I mean, it's the truth. There's nothing to argue about. We've got you on video.
Let me see the video.
Well, we can show it to you. That's not a problem at all.
All right.
Okay, and we've made some other arrests too. Okay? Another one that was there, we've already arrested. He's in jail. Like I said, we just didn't come down and walking down wherever you was at.
No, that's right.
Huh?
I said, well, no.
That's right, man. So, like you're saying,
I knew when y'all pulled up something was wrong. That's why I didn't do nothing back. I got on the ground like y'all said.
That's the best thing for you at that particular point.
So here, we brought you in to give you the chance, the opportunity to kind of give us your side of the story, tell us what happened, right? It's not if, it's you're going to tell us your side of the story so we can understand what happened and, mistakes were made, right? So we're affording you the opportunity because, like you said, we already made arrests, we know these things, we have evidence, it was sloppy, so that's why we come to you. We didn't just take you up, put you in jail, and lock the door and throw away the key. We didn't do that, man. We're here to help, and understand how everything went down. So that's why we're here trying to talk to you, man.
We know you were there at about 2:20 or so this morning. Okay? You were carrying your AK-47.
What AK-47?
You were carrying your AK-47.
I want to see some evidence, because...
All right, well, what do you want to see?
Okay, that's a cover album.
The one that you dropped 22 hours ago?
Huh? Yeah.
You see that gun right there?
Yeah.
That's the one that's on the camera.
Let me see the one that's on the camera. Not that one.
It's right there.
On the camera.
Okay, if I show you that, you promise me you'll tell me the truth?
If it's
no,
me.
No, I'm
if
saying,
it's me.
If I show you evidence that it's you,
yeah,
and it's
I'll tell you the truth. You got my word on it. We can shake on it.
I'll go get your stuff, but you're going to be totally 100% honest with me.
Yes.
About everything.
Yes, I will.
All right, I'll be right back.
Talk to me about this, man. What's going on?
That's my dog right there.
Right.
My Gucci.
Who's that?
I told you. That's Alec.
Yeah. So where'd that gun go? Is that his?
No.
Is it yours?
Yes, it's mine.
I know. Where's it at?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Why is that?
Because I can't lose that gun.
Do you understand what's happened, right?
Yeah, I know. I know.
A man was
I
killed.
know. I know. Well,
There's a dead man that I had to tell his family today that he's
Yeah.
not going to come home to his family because he was shot doing his job.
Yeah, I understand.
That gun was used to do it. I mean, you just show some remorse, man.
Just a single subtle confrontation with detectives twists Jose's account. However, this shift isn't limited to his story. His demeanor also drastically changes. As soon as detectives question Jose about the harrowing incident, he becomes aggressive. Detectives now shift their focus back to Jose, prepared to corner him with another irrefutable piece of evidence that will eventually tighten the circle, leaving fewer places for him to hide. However, as soon as the moment of reckoning arrives, Jose's response would be unlike anything, flipping the interrogation on its head.
Okay, you ready for the truth train?
Yep, let's.
All right, here we go.
Yep, that's me.
That's you with the AK?
That's me right there. I shot one round onto the right side of his head.
Okay.
He was moving too slow, so I shot him 3 more times.
Okay. There's another one?
Well, that, I don't know nothing about that. All I know is...
There's where you're all three walking up to the store?
Look. That's me.
I know it's 100% you.
I shot him, I don't know where. I shot one time right next to his head to scare him.
Okay.
I told him to start moving. He wouldn't move as fast as I wanted to, so he had to go.
Okay. Tell me about why did you go there to start with?
Because I was bored.
What, did you need money or anything?
No,
or
I don't need money. I'm straight.
Okay. So help me, now that we're going to be honest with one another, try to help me explain what's going on to do this.
I'm sick. I mean,
okay, like sick as in how, like physically sick or mentally sick?
When I do this, bro, when I shoot, bro, that makes me happy. It makes me sane. It makes me feel normal.
Okay.
When I'm out here walking around, all I do is think about that. I can't live normal like that. I can, and I have, and I've been doing it. But after the other night, bro, I don't know what went over me, and I did that, and now all I want to do is...
Okay, have you done anything like this before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, you want to tell me about those?
No.
Okay, we had, all right, we had another drive-by about a week ago. It was down at another rapper's house.
762s?
762 by 39s.
That way. That it was me too.
Who was that you shooting at?
That way. Antoine Attaway.
Okay, what? Hey. Calm down, man. Okay.
I'm calm.
Tell me what's the problem with him.
No, I don't want to get all into details. All I know is he runs his mouth too much. And
Is it over music?
No, it's not over music.
Or is it over the girl?
Before the music.
Is it over the girl?
Girl.
Is there a girl involved? Usually that's why people fight for the women.
No. You want to know what happened? All right. When I was selling weed, this was getting mad because I was selling. He would give me the product. I would get the product and this would. I would make more money off of it, you know?
Okay.
I'd make way more money off of it. He started envying me, getting mad, blah, 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 and then started with me. And then I got locked up, and then we traded phones. I had this iPhone that worked for his phone service, and then he had his iPhone that didn't work for that type of phone service, so we traded, and then I broke that, and he told me he was gonna to give him a new phone. I was like, it's like $100 to fix this. I'm not gonna buy you a new phone. I'm fix your phone screen. He blah, blah, blah. Nigga wanted to talk out his neck. And that's what happened.
Okay. What? Did you just shoot the house up or what?
Yep.
Okay, did you hit him?
No.
Did you ever see him?
No.
Okay, never saw him? Okay,
I was doing that.
Who was with you when that happened?
I was doing that. I'm not going to tell you. But I was doing that to scare him. I wanted to do this. If y'all wouldn't have caught it, this would have happened at least twice a week. I want to scare the shit out of that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you break in and steal some computer stuff like the day before?
I don't break into people's houses.
Okay, because he was saying there was a computer and a mic or something that might have been stolen.
Yeah, no.
He had a studio set up and somebody took all his.
Go check my crib, you can go check whatever. There's no studio, no nothing.
Okay.
So walk us through, man. Walk us through what happened that night. Do it again. tell us what happened, right? So you go with Jay, you go get the bullets, you go with Alec, and then you come back, you chill for a little bit, you all chill together, or did he come over, did Jay come over?
I don't know what these was doing. I was on my own right there.
Okay. So when did you link up with them? When did you hook up with them?
Couldn't tell you.
Why did they agree to go with you?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay. So, all this shooting's going on, you say you shot once because he wasn't moving fast enough, right? And then...
No, I shot once to get his attention.
Okay. So, where was he at when you first walked into the store?
Can I stand up and show you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you remember where he was at?
So, this is the register, right?
Okay.
Y'all behind the desk, y'all behind the desk.
Right.
Alright. This is the register right here.
Okay.
The door right here. So I walk in, and he's in like that corner right there. And he walks in, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, like regular people do. Oh yeah, I got a customer. So he starts walking up, and I just did this right here before he made it to where you're at. I shot in the top left corner of the building, and he came out flying. He got scared. He blah blah blah, all that. And then I said, hurry the f up. And then he was like, what do you call that? Jittering. So I shot him.
Where do you think you shot him at?
Well, from what I heard, I shot him in the head and twice in the chest.
Did you all steal any money?
I didn't have, I took no money. I took nothing. All I wanted was to shoot.
Okay. So, James and Alex got the money, all the lighters.
Well, no, see, I never said none of that. I don't know what they did. Look.
Well, I mean, okay, we got the whole video.
You talk to them. I'm telling y'all what I did.
Okay. That's fair enough.
What happened to all the stuff?
All the stuff? What
Yeah,
stuff?
all the cigarettes, the cigarillos, all the lighters.
I don't smoke cigarettes. I got vape also.
Alright.
I didn't take nothing. I don't know. I shot and all that. I didn't even leave with them.
Would you keep running down the alleyway?
I put my Draco inside my hoodie and I ran.
Where did you run to? Like out? Did you run around the backside of the?
I ran to Government Springs.
From the store?
Yeah.
Where'd those two go?
I don't know. I ran to Government Springs. How would I know where they went? I went straight to Government Springs, dropped that in the lake, walked to my mom's.
How'd you get there?
To Government Springs?
No, to the store. Right before this.
I walked.
You walked with those two to the store?
I walked by myself and I saw them too.
You didn't get in the van with them?
No.
So you just walking around with a Draco in your hoodie?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
And then you just happened to cross two people that you know, and then?
No, I didn't. They had no idea what I was doing. They said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to the store real quick." I walked in there, and then my hand. And then he walked by like he was grabbing a bag of chips, and that's when I let up the first shot. He dropped the bag of chips, I guess, or whatever it was, and he got like scared too. Everybody, both got scared.
Jose finally confesses to intentionally shooting Kristopher, but his lack of remorse and nonchalant behavior are baffling. Despite understanding the gravity of the situation, he can't stop boasting about his previous criminal activities, which not only reveals his pattern of violent behavior, but also suggests his desire to instill fearlessness.
I know what I did. I shot him 3 times from what I heard.
Yeah,
Can you tell me how many times it was?
I don't know. ME takes the body and they go do an autopsy on it.
Will I ever know?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is that, I mean, would it make a difference if you shot him like just once or twice or 3 times?
No, I don't.
Yeah. So the more the merrier?
Yeah.
So who took all the stuff?
I didn't take.
You didn't take nothing? I know you didn't take anything at the store. There was
I
cigarettes,
took a life. I took a life.
Yeah.
But that's about it. You know what was funny? It's on Facebook whenever I was seeing it. People were like, well, why didn't they use the cameras? They should have used the cameras. Right there.
Why Main Street anyway?
Because it's murder.
Just because it's murder mark?
It's murder mark. Anybody can get it there. You know how many times that place been robbed and ain't nobody solved that. Hey, props to y'all for getting this one. You failed on the one in 2010.
So where'd y'all go after you get back in the van?
I didn't get back in the van.
Why do you not want to tell me about that part?
Because I didn't get in the van.
Was he gonna shoot Jim?
Was I gonna shoot him? If I would have shot him, he would have been dead.
I know, but
I would have shot him.
obviously.
I would have shot him right there.
If you wanted to?
Huh?
So you saying if you wanted to shoot him, you would have shot him?
If I wanted it.
So why don't you want to talk to me about getting back in the van?
Because I didn't get back in the van.
So those two just took off in the van?
I didn't get back in the van because he was barred out, and I don't know people off bars.
He was barred out? Oh, Xanax?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what happened.
Yep.
Been there since 2:30 this morning.
Damn. I'm sorry about that.
You're good.
No, I'm not. You know I'm a horrible person.
I didn't say that, man.
You don't got to.
I'm just trying to figure out, you're not telling me everything. Now I don't know why.
Because I'm going to go to prison for a minute anyways.
You're just afraid of ratting on him? You're not ratting on him?
I'm not afraid of ratting on nobody. I don't give a f***. But I'm going to prison anyways. Might as well make it longer if I gives a anyways.
So, I know that you didn't just show up randomly at 2:15 in the morning where two people that you know are masked up and gonna go do it. So did you call them and they meet you there?
Nope.
So when did he pick you up?
Didn't pick me up.
You were walking down the alleyway by yourself?
Walking down the alleyway by
myself. At 2:15?
I know.
I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it.
I know I'm not buying it.
So if you don't want to tell me, Jose, just don't waste my time, man. Just tell me. You're not going to tell me what happened before and after.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what happened, even if you
well, I can stop asking you. I'll stop beating that like a dead horse. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to piss you off.
You're not pissing me off, Jose. I got questions I got to ask. I got to get into it. This is your story.
I don't want to make you mad.
You're not going to make me mad, Jose.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't want to make you mad, which gets you mad at me, which gets me mad, and then, you know?
Yeah. I'm not here about that, man. I'm here to get your story. I want your side of it. Like I said, this is your opportunity. This is your story. You make it how you want to.
So tell me again about what part of the lake you see this gun in.
So like, alright, if the bridge runs this way, right? Is that bridge?
Yeah. So there's.
Yeah, that one. So like, if you're walking south towards the
you went up the
bridge.
hill?
Yeah, and then I went up the bridge and threw it over to the left side.
So you're walking south, you threw it on this side of the bridge?
Yes.
Okay, but how far did you throw as hard as you could?
No, I just dropped it.
It's wrapped in a white hoodie or something you said?
Yeah. T-shirt? Alright.
Is there anything all about all this that, I don't know, anything you'd like for us to know? How you were feeling or why you did it or?
I wish I could tell you.
Okay.
Just can't.
Have you ever shot anybody before?
Yes.
Are they still alive?
No.
Okay. Where was that at?
It was in Mexico.
Okay.
How old were you then? Because, what, you're 18 now?
Yeah, I used to make trips down there all the time. My first time, I think I was 14.
14? So how old were you? Was that the first person you shot?
Yeah.
Was you 14 when you shot him?
Yeah.
Or her?
It was a dude.
It was a dude?
I don't hurt females.
Was he talking out his neck too? Or?
No, it was more like a say-so thing.
You were told to?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the only two?
No.
Okay. That's it, man. Your story. You tell us.
No, I think I'm done.
Okay.
I already told you.
So again, where'd you get the ammo?
The ammo for what? The Draco?
Yeah.
I got people.
You got the Connect?
Yeah.
Are they selling any?
Yeah.
Are they here?
Yes.
Sweet. Where'd you get the Draco from?
Same person. So like, you said you got two other in custody. Y'all can't tell me which ones? Both of them?
Yes.
You got both of them already?
Yes.
Alright.
And they're doing a search warrant at your house?
Alright.
And they found a bunch of cigarillos that was possibly taken from the store, so.
Despite realizing the repercussions of his actions, Jose doesn't flinch for a moment. Instead, he mocks the law enforcement for their past failures. Back in 2010, the convenience store was the site of a fatal armed robbery, a case that remains unsolved to date. Jose's disregard for the lives taken is unfathomable. Although he takes responsibility for killing Kristopher, he disassociates himself from other felonies, contradicting Alejandro's claim. Equipped with critical information, detectives now approach Alejandro for the last time. However, the upcoming confrontation would eventually reveal his involvement in the horrific crime, bringing the case to a twisted conclusion.
I mean, listen, I've been doing this all day, man. We've already searched the van, we've already searched where he's been, we've already searched Jose's house. It's not there. He's saying that he threw it somewhere. You're telling me something else. Who's lying to me?
I'm not lying to you, bro.
Is it at Sammy's house? Because now we're to the point where...
It's what at Sammy's house?
The Draco, the AK-47.
No, sir, it should not be at...
It should not be, or isn't?
It isn't. I was there all day today, sir. It's not there.
Okay, so he leaves... Jose leaves Sammy's house with it. And you and him walk to his house.
What?
That's what you said. You said after the murder happens, you and Jose and Jimmy go over to Sammy's house.
Yes.
Jimmy goes inside and throws a pistol in there.
Yes.
Then you and Jose stay there while Jimmy leaves, or does he stay too?
No, he stayed for a little bit to chill a little bit, and then like he just left. Like I don't know why he left. I didn't say.
How long was he there?
20 minutes.
Okay. So you and Jose are sitting at Sammy's, and y'all didn't talk about it.
No.
Nothing. What happened that night?
Nothing. We don't talk about that. Like
How do you not talk about it? How do you just go do something like that and you just kind of go over and just fall right back into the normal?
I was telling us to talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Who told you not to talk about it?
Jimmy.
Jimmy? Is all Jimmy's idea still?
Man, you can believe who you gotta believe, man. I'm just saying.
What did Jose say about all of it?
It's whatever.
He's just going along?
Yeah.
So he just always carried his Draco with him, his AK-47. Y'all don't even go around looking at cars and stuff, but y'all make more money. So you go into a store. You don't even take the money. You leave the money on the counter. You walk right past all the hundreds.
I wasn't trying to really take anything.
What was you going to do then?
Be there.
Do you mask up and pull out a gun before you even get in there and you're just going to be there?
Yes.
What did you go behind the counter for?
To get sticks and stuff.
That's all you wanted?
That's all they wanted, yes.
Now we have a guy that's dead over cigarettes, over sticks.
I know, man. That is like, it's killing me, low key, because I was part of that, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know why the f I was there.
Me neither. I know. Like I said, from the video, that wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened. Yeah. Nonetheless.
Yeah.
So now, I have these issues where y'all are giving 3 different stories. It's not a matter of who done it. We know. You know, if you didn't look up, you couldn't see the 16 cameras on the TV there. You've been in there before.
Yeah.
You know what they're like.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Saw everything that happened, heard everything that happened. When you play it back, you can hear everything. Okay? So, really, I just want to know where the guns are.
To be honest, man, I would really help you out, but I do not know where the Draco is.
So, get the gun. And so when you're walking up to the store, he's got a gun, you got a gun, James don't have no gun.
He had a gun, sir.
He never showed, I mean, these are just still shots from the video. He never had a gun in the video.
I understand that.
And I don't think it was his idea. This was all Jose's idea to go do this.
You think so?
Well, don't you agree?
I mean, he led it. I mean, it happened.
Was it your idea?
Hell no.
Okay.
I didn't even want to be there.
So why did he tell you he was going up to the store?
Get sticks and a pack of cigarettes or something like that.
Okay, did he say that anybody at the store owed him money? Anything like that?
No.
Okay. So, when you're riding around together, you knew it was going to be some kind of a robbery. Right?
Yeah, they told me.
They're like, we're going to go rob this store.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was Jose's idea. Because everybody's scared to death of Jose. Okay, so now's the time to come clean and not be scared of Jose. Okay, because Jose's in jail.
Well, I'm not scared of Jose. That's family to me, but I honestly don't know whose idea it was, but I can tell you it was not my idea, but that could go.
But you knew you were going up there to do some type of a robbery. Or you never had a gun with you.
Yeah.
Fake or real.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you all was driving around, you three knew that it was going to be some type of a robbery. No matter whose idea it was at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all three was going there to do a robbery. Right?
Yes, sir.
What happened? What went wrong? Why did Jose freak out?
I can't tell you. I don't know. I didn't know any of that was going to happen. I thought they were going to walk in and just like a beer run, you know?
Okay.
But we got out, they told me mask, put this mask on, and then just threw the little BB gun to me, because I don't got a gun or nothing, and just...
Okay.
Yeah.
So, just be honest with us. Like I say, Jose, he's in jail. What's the other guy's name? Jimmy, he's in jail. Where do you honestly think the gun is, the AK-47?
To be honest...
No, there's no need to lie to me, man. I mean, just...
I'm not trying to lie to you. It's just... I don't have no idea either, but... No, I don't think we left.
Because I know, okay, he didn't get rid of it. That's his baby.
Yeah.
He's not gonna just throw it away.
Yeah, I know.
You have any questions of us?
Am I gonna be charged?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I mean, this is the last, 24 hours now has ruined a whole lot of people's lives.
These conflicting statements clearly indicate that both suspects tried to throw each other under the bus. However, in a case built on lies and blame shifting, the final verdict becomes the only thing that can't be argued away. Detectives ensure that they face the grim consequences of their senseless actions. Both Jose Zamaron and Alejandro Acumada were charged with first-degree murder, conjoined robbery, conspiracy to commit a felony, and possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony. On the other hand, James Parker was charged only with first-degree murder, conjoined robbery, and conspiracy to commit a felony. Currently, Jose and James are being held at the Garfield County Detention Facility, awaiting their trial, while Alejandro is held at a youth facility outside Garfield County.
You're being investigated for murder.
Okay, murder who? What you talking about? Yeah. I feel like I don't even know.
The man laughing and joking with detectives is a wannabe gangster named James Lee Sinatus. But the crime he is suspected of is anything but funny. He drove the car from which 18-year-old Alexander Ramos was thrown after being fatally shot. And because he thinks the detectives are amused by him, he believes he will be going home.
There's another name for Instagram.
D6 Mon? Like demon?
Damn.
Yeah!
What I tell you, we download
Come on, bro.
everything.
So that's why I want you to be honest. Because if you lie about it, I know you're lying about it.
While James Lee laughs his way through the interrogation, detectives are ready to hit him with a harsh reality check. A brutal crime fueled by rage when things went wrong is about to come to light.
What we gonna do here, man? What we doing?
You didn't bring us here to question us. We brought you here to question you.
That's what I'm saying. Well, what's going on?
On June 20th, 2020, a passerby saw Alexander Ramos covered in blood falling from a moving vehicle and immediately called 911. But by the time help arrived, it was too late. A gunshot wound to his chest had already claimed his life. Now, detectives were left with two urgent questions. Who shot Alexander, and how did he end up in that car in the first place? It was only 3 months later that a crucial tip from an anonymous source breathed new life into the case. Investigators finally had a lead, and soon James Lee Sinatus found himself sitting across from detectives in the interrogation room. What awaited the detectives was a chat with a teenage wannabe gangsta whose attitude was so ridiculous they couldn't help but laugh.
What all did you do Saturday? Because I know he went fishing.
Yeah, I went right back, then I went back home.
You went what?
I went back home. I was right in the back, then I went back home.
Where'd you ride to?
Up there, down there, then I went back to the crib.
What's the road you live on?
I think it's 21 Steve. Yeah.
What's the corner? What's that road?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it Irene? Irene?
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah.
Okay. And the other end, the other corner, is that Karen? Maybe.
Keep it around. No.
You don't ride that way?
Nah.
Okay.
I do, but I don't know the street.
All right. So, when you got up Saturday and went for a bike ride, what time was that?
I don't remember.
Was it before lunchtime?
Lunchtime.
12?
I barely eat. Not an eater.
Was
Can't ask my mom.
Before 12? Or after 12?
I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Don't.
But you came back.
Yeah, they came back.
How long do you think you were gone?
10, 15.
10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. And you just were in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
All right. Did you see anybody or run into anybody or meet anybody?
No, I always worry about myself.
Okay. So, did you talk to anybody that day?
Nah.
Nobody in the house talked to you?
Yeah, my mom.
Your family talked to you?
Yeah, my family.
What about any friends, any contacts that you have that talk to you?
Nah.
Okay. And did you ever leave again after you came back on the bike?
No, I went back home.
What'd you do?
I went watch the TV. After that, I went to sleep. I woke up. I went to eat. Ain't nothing else to do.
What time did you wake up?
I don't know.
Was it still daylight out or?
Yeah, it was daylight. Cause when I woke up, I think I see police. That's when I was standing behind the stuff. I asked the police what's going on. Tell me somebody got hit. I'm like, did he die? Said nice at the hospital. I'm like, damn.
Who told you that?
I missed all of that.
You saw
You
that?
talked really fast. Say it again.
Yeah, I woke up. Nah, I wasn't sleeping, to be honest. Nah, I don't think I was sleeping. I went behind, let me shake the car again. I went behind the house. I stand, you see my house, there's a right stop behind it, that's where I was at.
Oh, what?
There was two police that, one I had a dog, the other one I asked him what's going on. He said, did I see anybody running around? I said, nah, I was just sleeping. I said, everything okay? He said, yeah, somebody at the hospital. I said, okay, I went back home. Matter of fact, I went back. I went to sleep. That time my stepdad was outside too. They had the dogs, man. I don't even know what's going on.
So when I want to make sure I understand because I'm tired, I guess. You went out back of the house, inside the fence or outside the fence?
No, inside the fence.
Inside the fence. And you were by what?
I was behind white stuff. I don't know what.
The white fence?
The white fence.
The white fence.
Yeah.
The privacy fence.
Yeah, the privacy
okay.
fence.
I couldn't tell what you were saying. White
yeah, that's
stuff.
when the two police passed by.
Yeah.
One of them had the dog.
While you were outside? And they talked to you or you talked to them?
Now they talked to me. They asked me what's going on. They asked me if I see someone running around. I asked him what's going on. After that, I asked him, did that person okay? He said he's at the hospital. After they asked me if we got cameras in front of them, I was like, nah, we don't got no cameras. Till they came back. That's his problem.
Was that daytime or nighttime?
That was daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, daytime.
Okay. And would you say it was after 6 o'clock?
No, no.
Was it? But it was daytime, so
it was daytime.
Before 8:30.
Yeah, it was.
So he did leave his home, biked around, but coincidentally didn't talk to anyone. The first responders did reach his place, but not to find the cameras, but the culprit. The K-9 unit had led them there due to the gunshot residue scent. It was a part of the early investigation, but James Lee was completely unaware that this trail would eventually land him here in the interrogation room. Next, detectives are about to introduce a witness statement from someone who reported a person matching his description after the terrifying incident. One thing is definite here: James Lee will get the reality check while growing up in prison.
So, after that you went inside, but you said did you call him your dad? Is that what you call him?
I call him stepdad.
Stepdad. Your stepdad was outside too?
Yeah.
Did he see you outside?
What you mean?
Did you talk to your stepdad outside?
No, I went in front of the door. That's when I talked to him. That's when he told me, those dogs can smell anybody that shot someone, something like that. That's what he told me.
That's what?
The dogs, that person was working with.
The deputy? The cop?
Yeah.
The cop said that to you?
No, my stepdad told me that.
Oh, okay.
Were you ever outside of the fence?
Yes, I was.
Around the time the police were in the area? Or before the police were you outside the fence on the street?
Yeah, I was outside because I seen the police right back, so I had to see what's going on.
You were on the street?
Yeah, I was.
Because somebody said they saw you headed back towards your house.
What you mean? Because I went outside and went back to my house.
Yeah, like you went to see what happened.
Yeah, I went to see what's going on.
But somebody saw you going back to your house.
Yeah, I went back to my house.
Do you remember what you were wearing that day? When you were going home?
I was wearing shirts. Just a shirt. It gotta be, I thought it was a black one. It was a black. Yeah, the shirt was a black. I was wearing a green shirt.
Shorts?
Yeah. That's my son.
What, the black shirt?
No, it was green and black.
A green shirt?
No, I'm talking about shorts.
Shorts?
It was green and black. Yeah, it was green and black. Yeah, it was green and black because I was wearing black shirts, whatever they call it.
A t-shirt?
Yeah.
What, is this solid black, only one color?
Yeah, yeah.
There's no multiple colors?
What you mean?
Well, like, because I think, like, the person that saw you walking home you had, like, a striped shirt.
Nah.
You had a striped shirt?
Nah.
Okay. I may have misunderstood.
Before all the police were there, though, somebody saw you walking into the house. Like, right before all the police got there. Were you just out walking around, or?
No, I don't walk. I always right the back. I don't do that.
Well, somebody saw you.
I probably saw the one person. I always right the back. I don't even go outside like that. If you see me outside, best believe I have my back with me. Do it.
Yeah, because they saw him walk to the house.
Mm-hmm.
They saw you walk to the house, your house, when they just drove by. They just kept going, but it was after everything happened.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened out there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they saw you walk into your house, but I didn't know that the K-9 talked to you. The dogs. I didn't know that the cops with the dogs talked to you.
I asked them what's going on.
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, I think they asked me what's going on first. Not that they asked, no, I'm tripping. They asked me if I said something on Ryan. I said, nah, I asked them what's going on. Did somebody got shot? They said, yeah, somebody got shot, but they're at the hospital.
Yeah.
After they asked me if there's any camera in my house, I was like, oh,
yeah.
There's no cameras.
Why'd you ask them if somebody got shot?
No, they asked me first. Because come on, bro. You really gonna say that? That's police. You really gonna say that?
No. Because you just said it.
Really?
You said you asked them what happened. Did somebody get shot?
Somebody get shot because there was too many police. So I had to ask them that.
You just assumed somebody got shot?
Yeah, because there was too many police.
Is that like, I don't really know. Do you live in a bad neighborhood?
Yeah, I grew up in Haiti. Come on.
Where in Haiti? Where?
Denmark. You don't know
No.
that. Come on, man. Don't
I was
do that.
hoping you would say something like the capital, because I could tell you.
Like what? Port-au-Prince?
Huh?
Port-au-Prince?
No, the capital. What's the capital?
Like Port-au-Prince?
Port-au-Prince, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it, Port-au-Prince?
Yeah, what? Port-au-Prince.
Okay.
I was there for a couple of years.
Another slip hits his interrogation. He had questioned the first responders before they revealed the shooting. James Lee acts all confused about why he's there, but the moment the detectives start explaining, his reaction is about to turn into pure comedy gold.
We know that at some point you came out and met with somebody across the street from your house. All right.
When was it?
That night.
Saturday.
It was still daylight out, before all the cops and stuff. Who was the person you came out and met with?
I ain't come out.
Yeah,
No,
look at me. Look at me. Stop.
Come on, bro.
Stop. Look at me. Now's your chance. Okay. Now's your chance to tell the truth before it's too late. You understand? You need to do this for you. All right?
I haven't.
Who did you come out and meet?
Nobody.
You don't know the kid's name?
Who you talking about? Now you losing me.
No.
You're losing me right now.
What kind of vehicle was it?
It's a silver Toyota Tacoma.
Parked in the lot right across from your house?
He came, well, they're supposed to meet in front of at the lot. But he came to see you.
Came to see me?
Yeah, he came to see you. Because he was wanting to buy some stuff from you.
Buy what? I don't even sell nothing.
He wanted some ecstasy.
Some what?
Some ecstasy.
What the heck?
Stop.
What is some ecstasy?
Your nerves are giving
I'm
away
cold,
everything.
plus
I know.
I'm nervous too,
But-
because I don't know what's going on. Y'all losing me.
Let me explain to you why that happens. It's hot as hell in here. You feel cold because, hang on, I want to explain it to you. Because you're nervous, and what happens when you're nervous is your brain tells your body to push all the blood to your core. So your arms, your legs, everything gets really cold, and that's just nerves. It's like 82 degrees in here.
Damn.
Okay? When you're nervous, your blood shuns. It's a self-preservation mode, okay? That's why you're nervous, all right? That's why you're cold, I should say. So we haven't given you 1% of the things that we discovered in 3 days, and we're not going to, because I can't show you my hand when I don't see yours, okay? Please don't sit here and lie and bury yourself, because every time you lie is a felony. And whether or not you end up in jail for what happened, you will end up in jail for all the felonies sitting here lying to me.
That's a guarantee.
You have a better chance of having a life after today if you tell the truth. And no matter what you say to me, I know when you say you know nothing, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, we know you're lying because we already can prove that you did. We're asking you, because it's your opportunity. Legally, we have to give you an opportunity to say your part. Otherwise, we didn't do our jobs.
No, we could just take everything we have and go with it and never give you a chance to explain anything. You know what I'm saying?
But that means you sit in jail until trial, and then the jury never heard your side of the story until trial.
They just think that you were lying.
And it's going to happen.
So now you can tell your side of the story. Maybe it's not as bad as what we thought. Maybe it's worse. We don't know.
There's a reason that things happen. We have a reason.
Every man deserves.
You have a reason. You have a right to your reason. Okay? Don't look surprised about the things we're telling you because you know it. All right?
You've been holding us in now since Saturday.
For them rock, bro. Y'all losing me again. I just did the same thing again, bro. For them guard on Saturday. Losing talking about you losing me again. What you talking about?
Okay.
It was all fun and games for him while the talk revolved around his social media. But the moment the detectives tried to discuss the actual crime, it's almost hilarious how his brain suddenly stopped processing English. Eyes darted, words evaporated, his tough guy script skipping like a scratched record. James Lee gave a pro tip to the fellow criminals, that if you murder someone but repeatedly deny when confronted with evidence, you can get away with murder. Voila! And unfortunately for young James Lee, with every passing moment, the questioning will only get more intense.
So here's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay? Good?
Yeah, just tell me what happened. I want to know.
Okay. You know.
I want to.
You just want to know if I know.
No.
So
that's all it is.
You want to know if I know. So I'm going to give you a little bit. Okay?
Just give me all of it.
I'll give you a little bit.
No.
Because here's what happened.
What's going on?
You're going to know in a second. Because I'm telling you.
All right.
Here's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Ramos got in touch with a friend because he was looking for some pills. No, what's it called?
Oh,
it's a slang term.
Mullet?
Nope, it's a slang term for the pills. Anyways, the friend said, I know a guy, and because we got this Instagrams and the Snapchats and all the messengers, we know who the guy is. We know that he contacted Brendan, the guy that you saw in this picture, the guy you went to school with, the guy that you got in trouble for him being at your house, and the guy who contacted you and said, I have a guy that wants to spend X amount of dollars to get some what's up? And you didn't want Brendan to give him your information. So you communicated directly with Brendan, which I can prove, I already have, and you told Brendan where to send him and when. You gave him your address across the street from your house, where he was supposed to meet you. And he went there to meet you. He drove by because he missed it. And then he came right back. And somewhere around your house, you got in his truck. And then you had an altercation, and he drove and ended up stopping in the middle of the road when you shot him in the chest.
Who I shot in the chest?
Yeah. Who did you shoot?
That's what I'm saying.
The guy that's dead.
Alex.
He's dead.
The kid that met you for, you know what? The thing is just for the simple fact you got in the car, you got into his truck, your DNA is gonna be in there.
And on him.
And on him.
And on the bullet that fell out of the truck that you left behind. That is the same bullet that you saw in this picture. Guess what? The picture I showed you is a picture of the bullet that fell out of the truck.
And?
It's the same bullet that your uncle found in the garage.
That you
said you brought that from your house where you used to live. It's the same bullet.
And?
And?
I'm trying to find out what's going on. I'm still lost again.
You're not lost.
You're not done.
Yes, I am.
You killed Alex Ramos.
No.
You shot him?
Shot who?
Oh.
You're digging deeper. You're digging deeper. And you're not going to be able to climb out. We have all the evidence.
What happened
and you
inside
don't
the
have
truck?
anything.
What happened inside of his truck?
Something happened that made you
were in there.
Shoot. I know you were in the truck.
You see me in the, what? Yeah,
We don't have to see you.
Tell me what's going on, man.
Bro,
Get
it's
a
just
little quick, bro. I don't know what's going on. Y'all losing me again, bro.
Okay, here's
I'm
the
really
thing.
nervous and all type of shit. I don't want that. Not right now, man.
Hey.
Trying to get
James
over my
Lee.
probation, man. What's going on, bro?
James Lee
I'm
goes out to
gonna get
somebody's
charged
car.
with anything. What's going on?
Goes out to Alex's
I'm
truck.
charging with anything.
Gets in.
You will be.
Okay, tell me.
I'm telling you right now.
Talking to you. You're not listening.
I'm listening.
You get into his car.
No, that ain't what I want to hear,
His
man.
truck.
I don't want to hear that.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Then we tell you what
That ain't the truth. That ain't what I want.
He doesn't want to relive it right now.
Then what's the truth? You know why you don't want to relive it? Because you're scared of getting in trouble.
Can I step before
Maybe you
what?
have
I'm already
guilt.
getting older. What's going on? You're not answering my question right now, bro. You're
Okay,
accusing me of.
You didn't bring
No.
us here to question us. We brought you here to question
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Well, what's going on?
What's going on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, tell me.
You're being investigated for murder.
Okay. Murder who? What you talking about? What the hell?
Let's grab a couple things and come back in a minute. I'll leave this here. We'll be right back.
His forced detachment leaves detectives bursting into laughter. Rather than frustrating themselves, they choose to explore the evidence. While checking Alex's phone, they discover his location was near James Lee's house. The tracking records glowed accusingly, bridging his homebound alibi to the chaos. But there is more evidence that he is about to be hit with.
Sir.
Huh? Oh, it's 2:10 in the morning already, huh? So, as we speak, we keep gathering more and more information for you, right? Which I told you we were doing, right? Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your statement was you don't know that guy. All right. So when this is all said and done, I'm going to arrest you for perjury because you just lied to my face under oath. So that's your first felony. That's going to violate your probation too. You recognize the guy in the camouflage?
Yeah, that's me.
That is you. You
Yeah.
recognize that guy?
That's him.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
In the car with you, but you don't know him?
I don't know him.
You don't know him?
I don't.
What is going on? Am I the
It's
Twilight
like
Zone?
Twilight Zone. Yeah, man.
Hey. Hey. You and him? Guess what? You're shooting a video with his phone, but you don't know him.
Yep.
You shot another video with his phone, but you don't know him.
I'm tired.
Do what?
I'm tired.
What's 21st Street Southwest?
I don't know.
What?
Takes my uncle's house.
That's your uncle's house where you stay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's logical to believe that would be across the street from your uncle's house, right? Because one side is even, one side is odd.
I don't know. I ain't been looking for that.
Okay. What is Benji? Who's Benji?
I don't know.
Benji?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know that?
Everything's coming at you, man. It's your time to help yourself.
It's going to come harder and harder, and every time you lie is another charge, so you're welcome to keep doing it. So,
Do you know what life in prison means?
Do I know what?
Do you know what life in prison means?
Yes, man. I never can get out.
Mm-hmm. That's where we're going. 6:22 p.m. The guy you shot in the chest was less than a minute away from across the street from your uncle.
Coming to your house.
At 6:24, you were talking to Brendan, and Brendan told him that you said you would be out in a minute. And at 6:24, you were on the phone with Brendan. 6:24 p.m. and 57 seconds, you were on the phone with Brendan, telling him you would be right out. And this is the Brendan you've been Snapchatting. The same guy that's in the car with you, the same guy that's in this photo, the same guy you're smoking with. And in case you don't remember, the guy to the other side of the car,
I don't want to see that.
the other guy,
I don't want to see that.
there's another black guy on the other side.
You don't
Yeah,
want to, but it
I don't
is
care,
what it
just-
is. Hey.
What it is what it is, and you losing me,
Why
bro.
are you scared to tell us that you know who this kid is?
Scared to do what? I told you I don't know kid.
You do know a kid.
I don't know him.
Hey.
I don't, bro.
Lying is gonna hurt
Hey,
you
what
at
is-
this point, bro.
You went to school with him.
For that, I'm tired.
Listen, let me-
What's the charge, bro?
listen.
Stop showing me that shit. Y'all pissing me off, bro.
I don't give a if you
I
get
don't
pissed
give
off.
a cent, bro.
Why you
Bro,
getting
stop
mad?
showing me that shit, bro.
So here's the
I'm
thing.
tired and cold too.
Okay.
Yes, this is the thing. Show it to me.
I was
Got
asking
done?
for that. No, almost.
Now, Mr. Sleepyhead is angry just because he has to look at the evidence. Anybody would have gotten impatient with this lost suspect, but the detectives, it's their job. His impatience will be dealt with, but it's time for incriminating clues.
At school, when you were friends with Brendan, you hung out with him enough that the SRO, the school resource officer, knew exactly who you were and that you guys were best friends.
Yep.
That you guys would talk about
I would have told you I'm
doing
done
burglaries.
here. I'm done. I'm done here. I'm done. Why you keep saying, man? I would ask you what's the charge. You keep showing me that shit, bro. I don't want to see them.
It's hard to face the truth.
But I'm tired too, man.
Yeah, we all tired.
I want to go to sleep, bro. What it is? What's going on, bro? Where I'm gonna spend the night, man? Just tell me.
You spend the night, or where you're gonna spend your life?
Hey, it was good, man.
I told you wasn't man enough to tell the truth.
No.
I would have told you what I gotta tell you, but I don't know, Brendan. I don't know what you're talking
Like a
about.
temper tantrum.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know Brendan is. I don't know what you're talking about. I would have told you everything I want to know, man. You asking me, bro? Hey, fuck. Turn up, bro.
We're trying to tear it up. We ain't just shooting people in the middle of the daylight.
We're trying to give you a reason to.
Bro, I'm done here. I'm done here, bro. You can't. I'm done here. I'm done, bro.
You haven't done anything, and you have nothing to hide. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you want to go home? You want this to be over with so we can stop talking? Alright? So, we got your phone. So if you want to speed this up, what's the passcode on your phone to unlock it?
You got my phone?
Yeah, we got your phone.
Who told you that was my phone?
We know it's your phone. We've already downloaded
I said that was my phone.
Okay, I don't care.
Hey, that's Tom, boy. Y'all
You're always walking around with your phone listening to music.
Yeah. Oh, the phone. I'll show you which phone. I can't show him that phone.
You show my little brother phone or you show my phone? Ask mama, she gonna tell you that ain't my phone.
I really don't care.
Me too.
So what's the password for that
Well,
phone?
you asking me? Go ask my little brother. Stop asking me, bro.
Because you
I've already told you I'm done, bro. Why you keep asking me,
Because I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't give a no more, bro. You pissing me off.
You can get pissed all you want. It don't change nothing.
Exactly, doesn't change nothing with the child, bro. I wanna go to sleep. You keep asking me. I told you I don't know, bro. What can we say? You know, you asking me, bro. Turn up, bro.
I just wanted to see if you were man enough to
Come on,
explain,
bro.
man.
I think I'm. What can you say, bro?
How would that make you a dumb?
What's going on, bro? What we gonna do here?
How would
what we doing here, bro?
How would telling the truth
I'm calling
make you a dumb?
What we gonna do here, man? What we doing?
Can you answer that?
What we doing?
Can you?
What we doing? I'm going home?
He's asking you a question. No, you're not.
No,
going
I ain't got
home.
to answer shit. Yeah, you know that.
You don't.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Well, we can still talk.
No. We ain't gotta say shit no more, bro. We don't have to.
Damn, bro.
What's going on?
I can't talk now.
I don't mind if you talk.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro? I'm going home.
I think
oh,
you
what's
have
going on?
a soothing voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
Hey.
Let me grab a couple things off his phone.
Beans told you that ain't my phone. Bro.
Beans?
Beans told you that ain't my
Oh,
phone.
Beans.
Hey.
Be right back. You want a drink?
I want to go home.
Do you want a drink?
No.
Okay.
After the rare ammunition used to kill Alexander was identified, it helped the detectives prove the defendant's tie to the murder. Forensic science, including bullet tracing, matching, and ballistics evidence, also filled the gaps. It was finally revealed that James Lee was with Alexander in his truck. The conversation escalated into an altercation, leaving the 18-year-old dead. On July 2024, James Lee was charged with second-degree murder with a firearm and sentenced to life in prison without parole by the Lee County Circuit Court. James Lee's case exemplifies how a second-degree murder charge can still result in life imprisonment, especially with a firearm enhancement under Florida law.